Hello and welcome to tonight's GPK. Gary gives me the eye for some reason.
We said action.
And tonight we take up the party in the small town of Torsusa. How did you guys get here?
Or just American Airlines.
We all rode on Bard's back.
He pulled the chariot.
He ended up eating a weird plum. He ate a weird plum on the way back from the village, and he enlarged to the size of a
elephant.
Mammoth.
I do not recall that part.
That was my dreams. Just kidding.
But you guys did end up getting something for Bard before you guys left the garden, because we were at the garden.
Leash. Did we get a leash? I don't think we did.
No.
Forgot the leash.
Did we start in the garden last episode, or coming back to the garden?
Came back to the garden.
Oh, yeah.
We got our gold.
We got
The
the
last
gold.
episode.
Got the
and then
gold.
We went
Okay.
home.
Yep.
So we encountered troops, fought them because they were digging up our gold
Yeah.
with the acolytes.
Those
So-
little sassy acolytes.
We took out most of the guards. The new captain, who, what'd you say, was flamboyant, took off running.
Yeah.
And we took the acolytes with us, got the gold, hightailed it back to the garden, and picked up some new information from there before we set out.
The guy that you saw, you didn't actually kill him. He was wearing the armor of a guard
I said he
captain.
got away.
He did. Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
said the guy standing in place, or the new captain, who
Right.
very flamboyant, took off.
And you guys got all your gold back. After a short stopover at the garden, leaving the acolytes, the newly recruited acolytes, which Melusine and Eve assigned electives. Am I? All right, let's see if that's better. So, after taking the acolytes back to the garden and assigning them electives at the garden, you guys pick anything out for them to do aside from assisting Malcolm?
Need to learn. Educate themselves.
We told him to stay with the.
To give up their addiction to balls.
He's gonna serve the alchemist, healer man, alchemist.
Or your handmaiden? Nora, I'm sure Nora could find something.
Honora's pretending to be me, and she's using the acolytes to be. So they're just gonna do whatever. On a power trip.
Yes, we were also given an ultimatum to pick a side in the upcoming war for.
That wasn't us.
No, yeah,
Oh,
No,
that one. Oh.
the
hyena,
jackal
yeah.
bear and
The hyena and the
Yeah, our garden was informed
Whale.
that we were visited by Prince Dadar's people and Prince Salim's people, and
I remember
each one of them wanted us to pretty much pay fealty to their side,
You know,
and
it's many-
be on their team or get taxed. Join them in the war. Their support.
So,
And they wanted us to pick, so we decided to procrastinate and leave a message behind that we will choose a side of the victor. We needed to speak further about it.
Yeah,
So we pretty
whoever
much
took
didn't
the
answer the question.
Okay, so you guys went on and you guys left the garden, but there was a reason why you guys left the garden.
Many
Why you guys
reasons.
left the garden?
So one was the scholars gave information about being able to track Fae.
That's number 2. One is Gary's.
Yeah, you're
Iron Man.
He needs
Yeah.
here.
He's dying.
Which, when we got there, Gary
Gary was feeling the fear of death.
No, Gary was dumb enough to hand over the damn spell.
Right, yeah.
Very trusting and naive.
Happen on the way there?
Ah, crap. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Someone
met
from
Hell.
hell came to me.
And you named the episode off.
Oh, I forgot it was all hell.
Oh, hey.
But they, for what they offered, what they.
Because of my bloodline not being purely devil, they need me to help in regards to taking out. They need me to make a decision to speak it to a volcano at some point with my.
Okay, so. The fact that the it was not picking up. Capitulate what happened since last. Got an invitation to return to. And now that you've got that.
Yeah, they
You can
can't
go
drag
ahead.
me back.
Right. So have you and run away with you? Have to.
That's for me.
All right. So we pick up in with Gary, L, and weapons outside. With
All I know him as the fat cleric.
Yeah.
The fat cleric that enraged Garrett.
And that has all the
pretty much
gold
right.
rings and necklaces.
Oh yeah,
and
all
things
those
like
rings.
that.
I'm gonna cut his hands off and take the rings. And
Absalom?
Absalom. No, that was the demon.
That's the Fey god.
no, his name was Murkash.
Oh yeah, more cash.
Nice.
The priest of Baal. Gary handed.
Yeah.
He didn't hand it back.
Gary handed it over thinking he was a good cleric man, that he was going to cast the spell and rid him of his
Man.
plague disease thing.
Come to me.
My impending white
You can't do it.
status.
Hey, you know what? Maybe you're right.
You've already said you can't.
Yeah, we
You
asked
were the
you.
first person you went to.
Yeah, I immediately
can't
asked
do
you.
that.
Yeah, you're too weak. You weren't drunk
It's
enough.
not my path.
Or was he not sober enough?
You're not drunk enough.
That's true.
Try this one and see
if that helps at all. Thank you for putting up with our constant experimentation as we try to figure this out. Audio technical. So, you're in the Shrine of Baal, the three of you, and Murkash, and a couple of his acolytes. Gary had just summoned his, it was a maul, right? A large, your weapon.
But yeah,
Yeah,
summon
you
my
mean
my hex
invisible.
blade is in my hands right now at the moment.
Okay.
Murkash did say that there was a way we could get him to heal Gary. We had to
We
steal
had a
something
thief.
from a tower.
We had to steal from the governor
You wanted a
a pel or a chip. What's it called?
Yes,
He wanted a necklace or something stupid.
Relic.
golden coif. Yep. Which is housed in the citadel of Torsuza. And tonight, for you all, we have handouts.
Ooh.
Who printed these off?
It's got fancy paper.
I haven't read it. Okay.
This fancy.
You guys want me to hold on to it then?
So where are we? Temple?
You guys are in the temple, which is the northern part of the town, and I'll be putting this up for everyone to see.
The one with the red roof.
The fire?
Red roof.
That's a tower.
Red roof and
Roof.
I thought he said fire.
red drum.
You're next to the you're next to the blazing lighthouse.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
You get a boat and go.
Oh
very
yeah, that's
important.
also where we need to get. Shut up.
Keep them coming.
That's also where we need
need
to get
Kraken blood.
the Kraken blood.
Yeah. And if
We're
you
on a
happen to
mission
have
for Kraken
500
blood.
pounds of
It's
mithril,
not
we need that too.
Kraken.
I'm a great hound. There's
500 tons.
there's a big crack.
What dog are you? Not a useful one.
We're gonna need you to get
The
crack.
hellhound. You will survive in hell.
I'm a hellhound.
He's
Not
not
all
hound.
dogs go to
I'm
heaven.
a blink dog. I'm like a fey hound.
Oh, that's useless.
Oh wait, you got a hellhound for the miniature, right?
Yes.
Maybe that's what I'm
Yes.
getting confused. Okay.
No, actually, technically, it's a blink dog.
It
It's
looks
just
like a
It
hellhound.
does. look like a
particularly vicious looking.
They could be selling the same miniature.
So you guys are in the temple. You guys are in the temple in the northernmost part, next to the lighthouse. You guys pass through the settlement that's at the outside, the outer ward. You're basically in a heavily fortified citadel that is at the center of Torsuza.
I want to go lay out on the beach.
Okay.
No, you
Check,
can't.
Like
I want to go
sunbathing.
check out that creepy little cave area with the blood.
The Kraken slaughter area?
Oh,
We're not going to kill the Kraken.
see if there's anything to loot.
Well,
You just loot a town.
Suckling pig.
That's kind
No,
of pillaging.
you're looting a graveyard of a kraken. And no one goes
Big
in.
Krakens are.
Was
It's like the
Kraken.
elephant graveyard.
We don't
Yeah.
have to go.
rotisserie.
It's good.
Oh, the cart.
Thanks. That was
This is made with Incarnate.
which is a website you can use for map making. I'm actually kind of proud of this one.
I'm going to post this one out.
So others will want to use it, they can.
And the flame tire, or the flame tower. I'm
So
guessing is-
Mel, Eve, and Gary, Murkash pointed outside the window towards the citadel, the large, well-fortified central building inside Torsuza. And when he pointed at that, that was where he said the governor's coif and treasure vault was. The top of that citadel.
You could easily get Harry. You
Oh, can I talk to Murkash now?
He's right there.
Oh, no, you will cast this on me right now. I can't help you. I'm too weak. The whole reason I need you to cast this is to heal me, so trust me. We want to find these pieces for you.
What guarantee do we have that you're actually going to heal him once we bring you away?
I am the cleric of Ball. Not the word of cleric of Ball.
Well, you already stole his scroll, so it doesn't seem like your word means much. Besides,
No, I did not steal. He has returned to me Ball's property.
He pulls the scroll out a little bit and he shows you. Sure enough, emblazoned on the end of the scroll and the wooden dowels are the emblems of Baal.
I was going to say property of Ball.
No, I was given this.
This scroll belongs to Ball,
That's pretty much what it says. Is
I was given
property
this from
of
another one of
Baal.
your temples.
and Ball wants this man cured before we get you your prize. If you cure him now, you can keep him until we bring you back the coif.
Oh, no, I'll be strong enough to help them.
No, you're not going
I'm
to help.
clearly weak. I'm too weak.
You're not going to help us.
Roll a persuasion check. Not with advantage.
I want your help.
Oh, with an advantage. I'm helping her.
15.
15?
Maybe so no advantage.
No advantage.
Your advantage.
Ash. Kneel, walk. Kneel.
Kneel. Yeah.
These have a hard time kneeling. Can I sit?
Exasperated, he like turns to one of his acolytes.
It's the
Orc. Chat.
Thank you. I'm very kind.
They bring you out a little 3-peg stool, slam it out of the cobbles next to you.
Damn it.
Sit down.
Our guy here?
Yeah, Dark Eye would have come with
Okay.
because she, right? 'Cause-
He can help you.
Probably.
Help you onto the stool.
Probably just chilling in the background.
all right.
Like, please die, please die, please don't.
Does she keep you on like her bad side? So she
The dark side.
the dark side.
The dark side of the
I
eye.
think she's lying about being blind.
There's a
She can
love
see.
song in there somewhere.
She
But
can
does she
see.
want to?
You're the bard.
Does she want to see?
Dark side of Dark Eye.
I can't sing, by the way.
Or write songs.
Oh,
Well, I'm be nice to you today. Because I could be very mean.
Okay.
Cricket. It's
blue.
He is going to hold out his hand towards. He begins chanting in Old Elvish. As he does, he holds out his hand. You hear him say, "Ah, God, Baal!" And his hand glows a brilliant red. As he does, like it's hot, and as he presses it, it doesn't feel hot, like it's going to burn you. You just feel stronger, younger, healthier, fitter.
Oh. That's what I figured.
Peanut
Yes. Feel better.
Gary!
He did the insanity workout.
Oh my word. Gary, you are up 15 hit points, temporary hit points. Again, 15 temporary hit points. Your strength is increased by 4. Your con is increased by 2. I know that doesn't really, well, actually it does. That does affect you. And this will last for the next 8 hours.
You had an 8-hour Captain America booth.
Now, man, Lord Baal, find him
worthy of serving.
Wish to be God, Orc.
Let's get to that glyph. It'll so much better.
Yes.
In double my.
So, do you remember what he did to get on that, whatever his name was, that...
What? I wasn't at the door. What are you talking about?
Well, we're going to do that again, so can you also not be at the door again? And just not be involved at all?
What with who?
But,
The governor?
yeah, the governor.
Well, I'm a great asset. I should go with you.
Why?
Trust me, I'm great with people.
No, you're not.
Well, yes, I am.
We're both people. Oh,
Look, this has worked out great. I feel so much better.
Why don't you stay here and keep an eye? We'll go get that quote.
Well, I don't care about him anymore. He's
Well-
not suspicious. He helped me.
Well, you need to stay here and keep an eye on him. Make sure that he doesn't turn his way us or something like that. So actually, you staying here, most important job.
Right, I'll be right behind you.
But here, where Eve and I are going to leave, and you're going to stay here.
Thor, do you think you would have gone into the city with them? Or would you be waiting outside with Orn?
I would be waiting outside with one.
Or
I don't know.
okay. You're outside the temple. They do not let dogs inside the temple.
Yep.
Not really down with the ball.
No.
Wait, I
He's
guess
just
at
in the
this
back
point,
feeding me food because he
I'm
got
hidden.
home.
Your features are hidden, right? Yeah. He retires. The cleric, he retires, followed by his censer swinging acolytes.
Are there any weak-willed acolytes coming out of the building that I could, like, puppy-eye persuade? Eat.
You wait around for a little bit, Bard, and sure enough, after a little while, there are a couple acolytes that leave through one of the back doors.
But hey, bitch. I mean,
You. Okay. They like they stare at the dog for a second, then bark at them, and then they hurry along their way.
oh, I was really gonna flash the.
Roll a persuasion check.
All right, it's looking good. 19.
So you're not getting an echo for what it's doing. It's going like this. It's muting it a little bit. Start off kind of hot and mutes it.
Yeah,
You still can hear you through the whole thing, just like dampening the.
Like when Windows, you have your sound off and it makes it super loud.
No, not at all. Nothing
And it
like.
goes back down again.
What does it do?
Makes it really annoying. You have
You
Windows
can
on
still
mute,
hear it,
and it still makes
all
noises.
that stuff. It's
Uh,
from my perspective,
yeah,
it's
it
not
does.
horrible.
It doesn't.
It does.
Just kind of talks like this.
Yeah, you can take it incorrect.
Stop, and then when you start talking again, it's
You
kind of
check your
hot,
drivers.
and then
So it only does that at the beginning when I'm talking then?
yeah, like it brings it up and then it brings it down.
Went to it.
We
Shit,
are
not me.
professional.
Not doing that either. I would have probably
Hate
just
you. I do that at work every time IT calls.
Like,
Infectiousness?
Man, what's your favorite place?
Stupid as
So
infectious.
Infectiousness.
you're asking me about that. Alright.
It's real.
Oh, now you got me thinking.
Don't do that.
I won't.
Is it hurting?
I think it might be. I can get down a little bit. No, because then.
Lunch
What?
here, not drinking.
Day
We're not
drinking is
talking
kind of
dinner.
depressing.
Talking lunch.
Kinda.
Yeah, no.
Not on the weekends or on a holiday or in the
That's
summer.
different. I'm talking about
I
like
could get
on a
down cold.
weekday.
Or if it's really cold in the winter.
I
Don't
wouldn't say-
justify
I wouldn't
your
say
life,
favorite, though. You
your
know what? Bump
behaviors.
that, dude. I could get
That's
down.
how I don't feel
sunnies.
pain. That's why I need something.
So for the rest of tonight,
Smash
let's try
the
to be a little. Alright, so back towards the mic and
You're the lady.
I'm going muted.
alright, so that should pick me up.
Oh, better. Best, goodest.
Does your headset one work
What?
like it used to? Don't want to wear.
Camera Nazi.
No,
Best,
Gives
goodest.
me an aneurysm.
that might be a good option. I swear.
I just had to teach.
Better.
I had to
I've
teach
never
a
had it used
child
to have the
the
headset
comparative
on.
and superlative forms.
But
It'd be
you
a
just
quick and
tell
easy.
me through your form than me.
On IT.
Where did you guys go to lunch this What?
Back to back with one.
Yeah, see, we're cutting in and out now.
Where do you
You'll have
think we
to
went?
project towards the microphone.
If you had to pick your
with
favorite
support
place,
from
Fox Brothers Barbecue.
down
where do you
below.
think we went? You already mentioned it.
Oh, you guys went to Sunny's?
We do like this little
I didn't know you guys
little
were
week like
I
throat
couldn't have been
talking.
able to go.
We have to come down
this whole
from
week I've been
depths
busy up my balls.
and project to the mic.
Actually, that was all.
Today is actually a light day.
I've been busy too.
Fly, you
Okay.
fools.
Check, check, check.
Yeah, that sounded great.
Or we can pass the mic.
Yeah, check.
I think
Well,
when
Bob's
it comes
tagging
to
it, and it was working.
egalitarian societies that we need to just compress.
So you can hear
But
me
like
when
in
I'm
a hot
talking
way.
right now. This is clear, coming through. No cutting out.
Headed up to your.
It's all clear. This was not plugged in. Okay. All right. Fine. Suits me. I'm easy.
Just
Let's,
talk like you have
We're
like
spreading that around.
two cinder blocks in both your hands. Like, hey, how's it going,
That
guys?
sounds great.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll stick with this. I think maybe the microphone is getting overloaded. That's the only thing I can think of is that the microphone might be getting overloaded from different angles. So, sorry about that. We'll just go ahead and pick up right here. Probably edit that all out in post.
Fix it in post.
Yeah, it's like a hard cut.
I was like,
From what I can hear, it sounds fine. Now, as far as how it records, the next challenge.
You should make it like a really nasty edit. Like there's like this dramatic cut. Old school, like
yeah. The
60s.
editor that we did have hired was sacked. We have replaced the editor.
Oh, so it's one of those nights where we're just gonna have all kinds of technical fun. So, along for the ride. Where were we?
We could do like a charades episode.
So the two acolytes.
I pitched that last game.
Oh,
Bard.
well, he said it, so it makes
Bard,
it
the
better.
two acolytes.
Yes, food. 19. Puppy eyes.
Yep. Stop him. I think it's. Look, he's a dog. That's so cute. And I was like, that does not look like a normal dog. Looks like one of those animals from the forest to the north, the deadwood. Goes, oh yes, the ones that are always appearing and disappearing and appearing and then disappearing. Yes. It shall disappear. Yeah, if you watch. The other one, they like wait and watch.
You just now became a show dog.
Go on,
Juggle.
go away.
Best in
Disappear.
show.
Disappearing.
I like look up past them like,
One of them delivering the message. That priest most unhappy. Narkash is never lenient with his whip. Yes. Very away.
So as soon as they turn around, like half turn, they leave peripheral vision. I want to poof to their other side and like wait there.
All right.
bare your teeth. Start growling.
There's a faint chime sound as Bard appears 60 feet away on the other side. Harf, look! It is one of the dogs. Yes, I saw. I think I saw a bit of the poof. Perhaps we should do it again. Rocket it.
Man.
Yeah, Doggy. Yeah. Well, now move.
They're based off the fact.
Shit just got real.
They're going to roll disadvantage as they were. That was the very last thing that they were
Are we gonna
expecting.
get
He is. You're not there. I'm not.
Outside.
Yeah, no, that's right
Dang it. The highest is a 12.
Okay, yeah, I think they have to pass 14. Yeah, 14.
Those poor acolytes.
Can I like deliver like non-lethal damage, like just blow them off their feet
With
backwards?
Thunder Wave?
Kill them.
Well, they're in a courtyard, so you looking at the lack of anything hard for them to ram into behind them, so odds are good that they won't too messed up.
Yeah, I guess they
Alright,
get
well-
pushed like 10 feet, you know.
So they both go flying back 10 feet, and from one of them,
Out pops a small scroll with golden dowels on the end of it. Splatters under the cobbles about 5 feet from them. Picking themselves up.
I'm gonna go disappear to like some alleyway nearby.
Okay, you disappear behind one of the corners of the temple, which is the only large structure in this courtyard besides the 100-foot tower with flames coming out of
Should
the
have
top.
gave me a snack.
Give you a snack, mother. Poof out.
I think that was one of the dogs.
That'd be a great story. It was a dog. He disappeared.
Oh no! Where's my gosh, a scroll? Oh!
Bard, you're up a scroll.
Hell yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch,
Can you
Orn,
read?
Thorik.
Yeah.
It's really hot out here. Outside the walls of Torsuza, you're in the... You can tell you're not really the slums, but it's not the best town you've been in. This place looks very, very run down. Most of the houses look like they've been built with the pieces of old homes that once would have been nice homes. They've been torn down and reassembled into less than auspicious housing.
Dang it, brain. Hello, my boy.
A couple of the peasant class, Galthani, will approach you. One of them approaches with a basket full of fresh wool. Care for some wool?
On. You want to go to the tavern?
Yes.
Point us in the direction of the tavern, please.
Oh, the tavern, it is around on the other side. It is near the orcs. Near the orcs. You would not like to go there, friend dwarf.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, let's go. Thank you.
Do they serve food there?
Well, you are looking for food? I have some
At the tavern.
rice cakes.
At the tavern.
Oh no! I hear it is not to the liking of dragonfolk.
Good. Something new to try. Let's go.
Okay. Did you make your way
He's
south
trying so hard.
around the inside of the cleared no man's land that surrounds the citadel, surrounds Orsuza, and you make your way around, and sure enough, at the southern end of the town, you can see that there are several large earthen kilns, smoke, dark oily smoke billowing out of the tops, pulling the way towards the south. Those are near the edge of a cliff. Between you and those buildings is a rather nice little cantina. And it is right up against the edge of the wall. Way too close to the
Thinking
wall.
it too.
Everyone heard the music.
Put it in post.
Orn,
There you go.
Thorik.
Yeah, I'm going in and getting a drink.
Okay.
Drink on.
Yeah, I don't want to get drunk. Just kind of casual drink. But I definitely want some food.
Parting between the thick linen that forms the doorway here, step into a tiered dining room. It has several wells inside it. There are no real walls to partition the wide open space of this large room you walk into. It's a very, very large room. Instead of partitions or walls or anything like that, they just have wells that are about 4 to 6 feet deep round. Sit into those wells. They're full of cushions and added pillows to sit on. Or rising from them is smoke and the sound of raucous laughter. You realize that when you walk into this cantina, there are actually a fair number of orcs already sitting inside, already well invested into their drinks.
Does there seem to be any kind of like bar games going on?
There are bedding tables near the back of the establishment. See that there's kind of a thin curtain that bisects that part.
You said there's like a group of orcs kind of just chilling out
There are a number of orcs in different, not really tables, but seating areas.
I want to go to one of those tables and
One of the ones with the orcs?
yeah, with a couple of orcs, and with my beer. I sit down and say, and
So you don't. All right.
so take a dagger out of my teeth and stab on the table and say, "Let's play a game." I forgot the name of the game. But
That was 100 coin table. Damn you!
So are you going to the bedding part of the
No.
room, or you're going to the seating part of the room?
yeah, where there's
All right.
orcs on the I want to do the hand game.
Hold on, I
Stab.
gotta-
The well you walk up to has a particularly large orc, very very well muscled.
table.
He's
Oh,
missing.
that guy.
He's missing his left eye. His right hand ends in a large talon hook.
Oh, he can use the hook.
Uh, his ale is on the table in front of him, and you almost knock it over as you slam your talons down next to it. And now it's really to play a game. On a game. Hey,
Can anyone help me out with the actual name of that game?
Yeah.
Knives? It's just called knives.
Dragonborn wants to play a game with us. Doesn't even know the name of the game.
Dragonborn would know the name of the game, by the way. The soldier.
So Orn
Devin doesn't know the name of the game.
I think it's
Orn's
called
not.
I'm
knives.
Googling
Nice.
it.
Yeah, it's called knives.
The knife game.
Yeah.
Or pin finger.
What is it?
Or
Shocker.
stab between the
Nerve
fingers
This
game.
is the
Bishop,
people who invented the
stab
game
scotch.
where you play with a knife on the table, dodging
Five
your
finger
fingers. didn't have
fillet.
a
Five finger fillet.
Five finger
Five
We're
finger
gonna call it
fillet.
5 finger fillet. Let's play 5 finger fillet.
I like it.
Finger fillet.
But the teeth.
You first, Dragonborn.
I got a lot more to hit. Let's
Roll a sleight of hand check.
let's make this interesting.
You just put your hand down on the table.
Why did you want to play this?
Heck yeah. Why not?
I'm trying to earn some gold. Let's make
You've
this
got
interesting.
gold!
But not more gold.
He doesn't need any more gold!
Dragonborn.
But you feel large.
I'm not there.
You feel
Y'all are at the
large
bar getting drunk, so.
presences coming from behind you. Out of the corner of your eye, you can see that there are a couple orcs, very large orcs on either side of you. They're shirtless, and they've got tattoos all over their bodies. One of them has a patched eye, as well as the one that's sitting in front of you.
Looks like you guys. In my head, I'm thinking it looks like you guys lose a lot of fights.
Lose a lot of eyes.
How much you bet?
Let's say 50 gold to whoever can last longest.
Show gold.
I'll pull out a little sack. 50 gold. Put the sack back in.
I pull up.
This is not going to end
They
well.
look at the orc on the table. You look at the table, nods. Oh, all right, Dragonborn. You first.
All right. You said it's a sleight of hand check?
Yep, sleight of hand. Or a,
That's
yeah, there's this text.
nothing else. Acrobatics is kind of the same. All right.
I don't know why it would be acrobatics.
I know it wouldn't be.
I think it's got to be
Sleight of hand. 5.
5.
Yep.
Or you slice one of your fingers off.
Consequences.
Does it grow back like your tail?
The orcs roar with laughter. And
Thorik in the background.
The large orc reaches out and grabs your
We'll have
hand.
some butter on it.
And he grabs one of the heated tongs. You smoke. Why can't I talk? little fire at the table. He grabs one of your toes and he quickly cauterizes your
Can I
fingers.
do
So wait.
a con check to see how well I take the pain?
Sure.
Wait. Which finger was it? Can you like roll a d6 and just exclude the 6 or something? So
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, I mean,
Not the
right?
thumb. Not the thumb.
5.
That's the thumb.
Pinky!
Oh, okay, nobody needs that. It's fine.
Yeah, I was like,
You didn't even make it one lap.
5, dude.
Oh no, this guy's on.
You do it the first time and you're like, yeah, I did that one really good. What could possibly go wrong?
Start
You
back.
did not even make it the first time.
All right, con check to see how well I take all the pain.
You start crying.
That might be your die
12.
for tonight.
12.
Yeah, this is definitely better than worst dice ever.
Or you're tearing up. You're actually crying crocodile tears, but you managed to hold
Do
the
they freeze
scream
as they
in.
drop?
Yeah.
They're chilly. They're chilly. But you managed to hold the scream in one side. So now for himself,
See if you can get to the 4th finger, or is it the 6th?
he goes, now
I'll look at him. I go,
your turn. Now
I'm out.
deck. Now deck. Days. Takes his hooked hand, puts it under the table, stares you in
Other hand.
in the eye. He did not change it. Dragonborn did not say which hand. He pulls out a multi-pronged dagger and does not even nick the metal once. Just to be fair, cool.
episode 2, losing to orcs.
Mod 20.
Save the finger for Bard to eat later.
Why?
Dogs will eat a finger.
Tardek
we just turned
reaches
into
up down on the
animal
table and picks up your finger, which is freezing over on the end. Souvenir of good game. 50 gold. Give Tardek.
You lied to me.
Oh.
It was
Okay.
implied-
Oh,
it was implied that we
the
were
entire mood lowers. You hear a couple conversations stop in the wells next to you. A couple of the orcs like shuffle away.
Yeah.
When I take
Sharon just
I'll
got
take the
scooched
finger
out.
and I'm actually gonna freeze it. I'm gonna breathe on it and freeze it up a little bit more.
Roll a knowledge nature check.
Different freaking dice.
Die.
1 second, Thor. I hadn't forgotten about you.
You're in the bar team.
12.
I may or may not.
Yeah.
You are aware. You're fully aware that this is something that can be restored at a by a cleric. Restoration spell. Pretty much any level will be able to restore your fingers.
Okay.
Which makes it a little bit questionable why the orc doesn't have his hand.
Yeah.
Gotta eat.
So I'm gonna stand up, kind
Have
of,
his hand in it.
and back away, like.
No, you don't back away.
So
the,
you-
the orcs behind you stop you from backing away.
We're about to get in a fight.
You are.
We're about to get into a bar fight.
You are.
Thorik, you gonna back me up?
I may or may not be bad drunk.
I'm curious. Where did you go?
So
Well,
I went straight to the bar, and I'm gonna roll to see if I decide
So
to get
nobody
drunk
stands
or
at the bar. They order drinks at the bar, and then they're supposed to go sit down. Do you? Are you like are you
That guy.
He's
The
that guy.
bartender. You are that.
not. I'm probably the douchiest guy there.
Okay.
So I'm there.
He's
I'm like,
date
look at all the drinks, and so yeah, I'm getting drunk. So
This is
okay.
great.
So what type of drinks do they have available? I go to the bartender and say, "Hey, what drinks do you have?"
And you got a cut. You got the couple different staples of mud beer. They have their local take on the mud beer, which is supposed to.
That's when you hear that.
Oh no, this will be before that.
Is there a Kraken like specialty
Hey.
There
drink?
is. There's
What?
also the
You just scared me.
there's Kraken worm, and that is actual live Kraken
Okay,
tentacle.
I'm gonna grab the Kraken worm.
Expensive.
How much is it?
Can we do like
Is
a
it like a worm,
drinking episode where
WOR?
we make the drinks that we're talking
Entirely
about?
up to you guys.
Give me.
Oh, yeah.
All right, give me a bottle of mid-range beer, ale, mud beer.
They're saying that the chat is behind on the screen. Oh, episode 20. I didn't see the 1.
21?
21.
Oh, I know what I did wrong there. Oh, okay. Nope, that's me trying to be helpful and messing things up.
That's about right.
As usual. Good to know that things are consistent, you know. See, is underappreciated.
I'm gonna have that conversation right now.
So this happened pretty early in the game. Dang, yeah. Take it, Orn.
We're gonna see how good of friends we are.
Friendships will be tested.
Pico, your mother.
2 versus the whole bar. Of
What's a good work insult?
Fingers will be lost.
Apparently calling them a
fingers out.
liar.
Hey, Greenskin,
Call him a
get out of
Gary.
my get out of my face, leather bag.
I can't say that.
Oh,
I have dragon skin.
call him Greenskin.
Greenskin.
Your slime, your toad face. Hey, what's insulting to you?
Okay.
They want to rename you to Frodo.
What? That is really
Snaggletooth.
insulting.
Snaggletooth.
Small test.
I like
Small
Snaggletooth.
tusk.
Small tusk. All right.
Say little tusk.
I like
Little tusk.
Snaggletooth.
Alright, so,
Okay.
Thorik, they tell you there's 20 gold a shot
For what?
Shrimp
Wait,
test.
for what?
for the Kraken's blood.
No, give me whatever will give me 25 golds worth of beer.
So the bartender looks and goes,
By the way, the party was looking for Kraken blood. You might have noticed.
it's a human slave, and he as much beer as you could drink today, friend dwarf. How much beer? Sure, I'll just keep bringing them to you.
Yes! My man. I give him an extra gold coin.
Friend dwarf, you don't have to stand here. Just
Okay. Do I have a...
bad when the
Give me a
bartender
bottle real
tells you
quick.
what?
Give me a bottle real quick.
To go.
Bottle?
To go.
Gives you a tankard.
Alright.
They don't
I'm
have
gonna grab the
bottles.
tanker and run over to Orn's side.
Okay.
No.
As I'm sitting here contemplating how I'm gonna die tonight,
Start singing Drunken Sailor.
I'm drinking my.
I'm gonna get in eye contact with Orn. I'm just gonna give him a look.
How are you gonna do that? You are way shorter than I am.
I'm gonna get happy.
Orn is being enclosed by
Just
a
get a
posse
box.
of orcs, and
You can squeeze underneath.
you could try squeezing through, but you have to start pushing your way through. Do you want to do that?
You know what? No, I'm
Crawl
gonna have to
between their
run
legs.
back a little bit.
Crawl between their legs.
I want to just charge, just run straight
Oh,
in.
God.
Into the
Yeah, just straight up
Shove.
barrel roll
That means I'm
into that
playing
mud.
you for the fight.
I'm
Shove
gonna
that
barrel
beer.
roll into this mud. But you're the one that got surrounded, man. I don't have optics on
I'm
you. I gotta rush
surrounded by
in
my
and save
friends.
and save you. They're not your friends.
Can't have this conversation. It's not really happening.
All right.
This
Are
is
you-
the conversation I'm having in my head.
Are you're attacking?
Yes, barrel rolling.
Okay. I want to roll your drink check first.
Well, since we just started, it
You
was a
haven't-
little early.
it
I
hasn't-
haven't really had the chance to drink, so drinking thing will be late. Unfortunately.
Hmm.
Did you see this happening?
What?
All of this? Did you see this as a DM happening?
Nope. Nope. The things you prep for and the things that happen are often two wholly exclusive things.
I didn't see this happening either.
Okay, so
I didn't either.
Thorik goes barreling into the back of the orcs. There's a small commotion behind you, and Tardek, who's standing in front of you with his hand out, like leans over to the side.
We didn't charge the table.
Not. But
Waiting
it is
to
time.
real combat.
Gary, what are you doing?
Oh, I thought we were gonna try to get this
Going to
coif.
see the governor.
Looking for the
Goddamn.
coif.
I
Make
just-
our way into that building.
Why can't I just fly up to the window at the very top where that coif is and just take it? And
I'm
fly
fine with
Just-
that. Do
All
what you
right,
want to
good
do.
idea.
though.
Fly up
Tonight
there.
we shall charge the table.
I'll
round
babysit
table
Gary.
Well, can't do that one.
Good idea.
Oh wow! Tonight we charge the table at a 20.
Woo!
After I lose my finger.
After.
You don't need your pinky. fine.
Reroll just to see what would have happened.
You'll get it back.
17. I rolled a freaking 17.
So, we're coming back to Mel, Eve, and Gary.
Do that in reverse.
The three of you, I know I did. Yeah, so, the three of you are inside the temple, inside the shrine. Murkash has just walked away, and from outside you hear a faint chime sound. It's vaguely familiar. Followed a few seconds later by another chime.
Be like, Bard.
Right, so if you want to fly to the tower, see if you can get it.
They
Yeah.
cause a distraction, which Bard probably already is.
We'll find the dog and see what we can do with the dog to distract people.
Right, yes.
Perfect.
Unless you want to fly me up there.
No, I'm just gonna answer.
Oh.
Fly
no.
up there myself.
I need you
Sounds
here
good.
with me, Gary. You know, to
Well,
fight
I like a
and
good flight.
and,
Every now
and
and
you
again.
need to protect me, and you're a good fighter, and you're so valuable, and you need to stay
You're
here.
right. You're
All
right.
the wall dark eyes like,
I'll be that way. I'll protect you.
Thank you so much. Let's go
Maybe
find
you
the
should do
dog.
this fight.
Take the other eye.
So I'm not saying you can't do this, I'm just wondering why you're telling.
No, I'm staying with her, and we're
We're
going
gonna
to
go
find the dog. She's flying up.
Oh, okay.
you're
Gotcha.
gonna. Hopefully, they'll cause a distraction to where no one's gonna notice me
It's
flying.
getting on towards evening here, so
Perfect.
there's still plenty of light. Want to go flying up the tower?
We can wait till it's
Well,
dark.
Go on.
I mean, I guess we can.
Whatever you want to do.
I'm just thinking,
Definitely
just
feel
cause
you'd be noticed
trouble.
if you were to fly up there.
I know.
Right. Okay.
That's why I was
Alright,
saying
well,
they
then we'll
cause a
wait.
distraction.
So you all exit the shrine. You see a couple of acolytes making their way through the gate out into the main courtyard. Saw there was a little market area. Bard.
Doggy!
Do I hear that from behind the
You do?
building?
You do? Not that far away.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Magic dog.
Bard.
all the way over to them.
There's doggy. What
And
did?
are you out there too?
Yep.
I just spit out the scroll.
Why are you giving it to
Oh,
him?
look at this. I got another one.
Oh, read it. Is it the same thing?
Another message.
This is an urgent message noted from Priest of Baal, Murkash, to the governor, commander. Commander's name is Naja Sulfik. Naja Sulfik. And
Naja.
he is letting him know that he requires an immediate audience this evening,
Not your soul
at
foot.
his earliest opportunity,
Gotcha.
related to the security of Torsusa.
Murkash needs them, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
Wonderful. Hold on to that.
Well, maybe we
Wait
should
a
camp
second.
out outside and wait for this Naja
I'm
person to
confused. The
exit.
letter is from the high priest to the governor?
Yes.
Hello, governor.
Telling the governor that he needs an urgent with him.
I mean, we could use this.
True.
He's setting a diversion for us. We just wait outside until we watch him leave.
Try getting in with the note, saying that you have something to deliver, and if that doesn't work, we can always distract and fly.
Be like, oh, well, we found this.
Yeah, I like
Right,
it.
it's urgent. We can give it to you now, and you fly it right up there. And then, if anyone asks questions, you say, "I have an urgent message." Perfect.
I think that the sight of somebody flying is just going to take away from the urgent message. I think people are going to be too distracted if she just flies. They're not going to care
Yeah.
why she's flying, just why the hell is this creature flying?
I mean, if we have to deliver this, then
Birds fly all the time.
Eve will kind of get herself, like, a little plumped and prepared and then get to the governor's door.
Oh.
You want us to come with you or stay out here?
Get prepared.
Thank you. Got a sub, guys.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 gifted.
Holy smokes. Wow, thank
Wait,
you.
we're 5? No, 5 gifted? Yep, 5.
Why are
Nice.
you reading
I didn't
that?
see that the
Yes, sorry.
Infamoo 5.
Infamous.
Oh,
Infamous the move, baby.
Thanks, Infamous.
Thank you.
that infamous.
Yeah.
Is that how you?
I'm going with that.
Oh, info. Okay.
It's actually pronounced Info 0U5AE.
I think the 5 is supposed to be an S.
Is
Isn't
Elon name
that what's his name? Oh, Elon
It's
Musk named
Elon's
his
next
son.
child.
That's
His
how
next
it
kid.
is.
Yeah.
Elon Musk kid.
All right.
Awesome.
From the
Right.
future.
Yes, go. Alright, we gotta get the message.
Infamous. Yep.
Nice.
Everyone who guessed Infamous was right.
The first
$10.
guess.
All you guys owe me each. We made a bet. You don't remember. I was there.
Boom.
You take Venmo?
All right. So
I'll fight you.
So, you're outside the shrine. Bard's there with you.
Do you want us to stay
Someone's
behind and
being
you deliver it alone?
Doesn't matter to me, but I guess I can.
Do we want this to get delivered?
No, we just need to get inside. This is our way in.
Did I see what the possible acolytes look like? Did I see the acolytes?
Yeah, it's typical acolytes of Baal. Lots and lots of white robes. Little gold. Little gold knotted cord around their waist.
Oh, I like that. I want an outfit like that. Let's steal some acolyte clothes. I want a golden belt.
It's all sex.
So
Wait, what was
I'll disguise myself. I'll shapeshift to look like one of them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, she could do
Before your eyes, I don't know that you two have witnessed before. Before your eyes, Eve transforms, and you look exactly like one of the acolytes.
Maybe make yourself a little
And
more
female.
curvaceous. You know,
I'll just
don't let that
No,
robe.
female.
Don't let the robe hide the goods.
female.
he was asking.
Oh, I thought you. I was like,
That's
wait,
fine.
what?
All right, so
Female.
God.
Eve looks like the most impressive acolyte that you've seen here.
Perfect.
I'll take the scroll and make my way to the governor. Shut up, governor.
I now fully regret this. This choice in your name.
Yes.
Huh?
I should not have gone with governor
Why?
because you're saying governor.
Governor.
We're
I guess
making.
it's
We're
better than governing.
Well, he's the governor.
Governor.
No, this
If
is
it
just
makes
a
you
his
feel
last name?
better, I will say.
We're not having that conversation.
Why?
And he's
If it
like,
makes-
"Don't open this door."
If it makes you feel better, I'll say governor.
I'll be back.
So so the three of you are staying there. Eve, you're going off.
To the governor's
It's a
mansion.
short distance away. You arrive at the base of the citadel.
There's
There
a
are
Tory.
2 acolytes there that are trying to explain to the guards at the base of the citadel that they actually really definitely do have a message from Cleric Markesh. Please let them in. Please. They don't have it, but they swear that it was here and it's very important.
I'll walk up and be like, they tell the truth. Here's the message.
Guards.
And we need to put it in the governor's hands.
The 2 guards seem very distracted. Can't speak correctly.
Will you let us pass?
Yes, pass. Oh, of course. Of course. Let me get the door for you. The two of them bump their helmets together as they both reach for the door. And I was just like, this way. The 2 male acolytes, they're strangely quiet as they follow you into the.
I'll let them know. Just so you know, I was able to get this from the dog.
From the dogs? The magic cookie!
thrown under
Yes.
the cart.
Right under the chair.
Throw you a bone.
Golden chair.
I am sorry.
You.
Yes, you are new to Tor Suza.
Very.
Ah, okay. If you need to be shown around, I'll be more than happy.
I've seen this
shut-
before.
I am Berlin.
Oh,
I am senior acolyte.
Oh, yeah.
Should you need to be guided around, should be I, Berlin, who will have the pleasure of guiding you around our beautiful campus.
Now we'll push a little closer. And she like,
Oh, after you.
You are too good at this.
what was the discussion we had earlier? I am a
Oh, shit,
succubus
right.
in real life.
So the lower part of the citadel is very, very open. Reminds you a little bit of the lower part of the citadel in Taisad. As at that administration area down here, you can tell that although there's the facade of administration control down here, everything that's down here can be cleared away, and the entire area, except for a few pillars, will be fully exposed. All of the crossbow positions around the top. Head up the stairs, and as you reach the second level, you reach the gathering area. Wide dining area where you banquet, gallery, art of elves on display here. Much of it very ancient. You recognize, in particular, some of the art that might have been out of place of the Guardian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this where normally the Galthani don't tend to collect river elf art. This second level almost seems like a museum. The guards up here direct you one more level up, governor's level.
Is that where Prakash said the wife was?
That's one more level above that. Uppermost point. 4 levels to it. Reach the third level, which is the living quarters. And it's pretty obvious where the governor's quarters are. So they direct you to this chamber. It's gets audience.
I think you're at the same
I was like,
time.
oh, it's chambers.
I definitely seen that before.
Chamber of Secrets.
Oh,
Find the source.
the snake.
Succubus's stone.
The unmistakable smell of horse is very strong on this level.
Interesting.
Earlier. I literally did that.
I know.
5 minutes ago.
It's a rule of 3, man.
Oh,
Bringing
yeah.
it back. Bringing it back.
Alright, so
Holds up.
Flips it over.
It sets it on fire. Flamethrower.
No,
Here,
it's
let me-
becoming NC-17.
It's my mission to get this every game.
you win. Eve, as you reach the audience chamber, doors.
Nice one.
Both the doors are pulled open by a pair of not quite obviously staring guards. Hold. The acolytes sort of fell in behind you. Inside his chambers, a fully armored, very, very elderly elf hunches over his desk, quill in hand, scribbling away at a large tome desk.
Two.
Oh.
And he just dies from the
You see life return to the elf's eyes. Look, come in. Look, come in. This must be quite emotions behind you. Esha, no acolytes. Esha. Act like a cane.
What are you?
Fetches a chair to sit down behind you.
Be like, thank you for seeing us.
He arises from his death.
Well, I am Asha. Sophie. But may I, the governor of Soule, before a humble acolyte fall,
have a message, and I will.
Message? Oh,
From
Massage.
Murkesh.
you see
From
his
High
face.
Priest.
His face darken a little bit when he looks at it. He goes, "Oh, I misunderstood. I thought Markash had been dead." And unrolls the roll. Albeit, Eric of Baal says the security of Torsusa is at risk. Make my evening at his disposal. You may return it to him.
Is there anything else you'd like me to return in the message? Is there any way I could be?
You're due for an oil change. Oh boy.
Something's leaking.
Oh, God.
Did I just break the DM?
Right. Well, so suppose you could keep me company until this evening's dinner. Would I be keeping you from your prayers,
Not at
your
all.
studies?
Not at all.
You
And I
are
can
new
send-
to Torsusa. It would be rude not to give you a full tour of our fine museum. Spent my entire life collecting its ores and curating it. No, many of the no treasure, river elf valuables and memories. They smash them and disregard them.
I'm gonna flick my face.
Like looks behind you. Go tell Murkash I shall prepare dinner for him. Till then I shall have the pleasure of his
And I'll pass a note to them.
your name. Yeah, it's not easy, is it?
Actually, no, I had a couple of mine. I'm just like, which one do I want to pick? Evie.
Of course you would.
Evie.
No, it's a
Those 3 sides.
It's a Pokemon.
oh.
Pokemon.
Oh, slimy.
You're about to have
My
a
name
great
Jeff.
evening.
Ooh.
I thought you were about to hit me.
I will have a great evening. I'm not so sure about him.
I just need a permanent one of those, like,
Oh, okay, okay.
With like a gold chain.
yeah.
That'd be cool. Then it turns your neck green because it's fake.
Sounds like you have some issues.
I'm just saying. You gotta be stunned.
The real gangster way.
Real thugs do it.
The gangster way.
All right. The two acolytes leave behind you, and as the doors shut, he comes from behind his desk, offers you his arm,
I'll graciously take it.
and to give you a tour of the museum level. Heading back to Thorik and Orn.
Let's do it.
I'm about to get screwed in a different way.
So a commotion has begun behind the two orcs that are behind you.
20 words, one
Orn
dragon.
felt one of their hands loosen on your shoulder. You realize that you're free for a moment.
Did I feel like my shoulder just, like, jumped up a little bit from the weight? Then lifted off the shoulder?
He wasn't like really pressing on it, he was just like preventing you from,
You think you're gonna say this
moving
joke?
back any further.
The couch.
What about a couch?
Nothing. Continue.
Thorik,
Yes. Sorry. You didn't
Sorry,
catch
it's
that.
infectious.
Thorik, you slam into the two orcs in front of you,
Heck yeah.
barreling them both over.
right.
Three of you are all prone. You have a moment of surprise where they don't quite know what has happened because they were facing the other way. What are you doing?
Oh,
I get up and say, "Orn, are you okay? grab
Yeah.
grab the tip and let's run!
Well, if they're
Just the tip! Let's get out of here!"
Hear a bellowing voice
Title of the
echo
episode.
through the entire cantina as as he stands up on the small little table there, knocking over the hookah pipe. Kardec, a massive orc, unpatched eye, steps up and goes, Tardek has promised 50 gold from Dragonborn.
Didn't
What?
Ray lay it on the table?
What was the
Nope.
name of the game?
He wouldn't pay it. He said,
Nice.
No,
5-finger fillet.
5-finger fillet.
5-finger
He
fillet.
reaches over to
Not
the,
one
he reaches
hook.
over, unscrews his hook, takes out a blade from his screws the blade on. Tardek tolerates no
Can I just say one thing?
disrespect.
Can I just say one thing? It was called 5-finger fillet, not one hook crook. Okay.
Nice.
He's attacking.
Tardek makes 2 attacks.
Minus 20 damage.
It's over
Lord,
to
here we go.
combat.
Alright.
Episode 21. Orn loses just the tip.
Yes.
Alright, one of his attacks fortunately misses you, Orn. The other one is a 15 to hit.
No.
You're wearing the armor. Oh, you are wearing your armor.
my
You
armor.
are wearing your armor. Okay, you're outside the city.
Armored, son.
2 groups confused.
King, king.
Wait, you're not allowed to wear armor inside the city?
Plot,
We were
armor.
allowed to have weapons.
You
Weapons.
hid your weapons. You hid your weapons.
I hid mine.
Yes.
We don't
But
go
you're
to
not
that.
supposed to have weapons in the city.
Finger fillet.
We should not go to that.
Fillet le finger.
That sounds like a good
Just
dish.
the tip.
I'll take
That's
that.
right. Always there.
Alright, so Tardek makes 2 attacks on you, the 2 orcs on either side of you. One 15 that didn't. Oh! One of them rolled a natural 20. So that's going to do 12 points of bludgeoning damage to you,
With
Orn.
his fist?
Yep.
I don't even get hurt. I just look at him like, what the man?
This was a mistake.
Alrighty.
I've made a lot of mistakes. This so far is looking like the worst.
Orn, you are completely surrounded. That was everyone that could attack you this round. And it's time for an initiative roll.
I wonder what Orn and what Orn and Thorik are doing.
Do I have like a lassie second?
Probably
Is you
nothing
rolling for
useful.
initiative? You want me to roll for it?
They're probably drinking something.
Actually, that
Are
sounds
we,
lovely. I want to
are
go
we
with
just
it.
doing like the normal initiative type
Yep.
roll? Okay.
Got a 14.
3.
Okay.
Do I smell? Wait.
Sounds
Do I
right.
smell dragon shit like suddenly
No.
Real far
5
away.
mile
I
radius
passed
here?
that constitution check.
No, you passed the not screaming constitution.
Which
check.
included the non-shitting part too.
Okay.
You didn't scream, but you pooped your pants.
The two orcs that are nearest you are going to try to grapple you, Thorik.
I'm gonna try.
That's a 24 and a 16.
For damage?
No,
Yeah,
to
grapple.
hit?
So you roll against it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll your strength or dex.
Your choice.
So I roll against it or?
Yeah, do your strength save. What is your
Which
your
is-
strength
That's strength
save?
14. So then I rolled
Both of them grapple you.
Alright. So yeah, they both got me. 16 with the mod, so they both get me because it was a 18 and a 20.
They've got you, and they're holding you as if preparing for another orc to punch you.
Oh.
Do they lift them up?
Tardek is...
you nasty, slimy green toad!
That inconvenient thing where you roll the window down to someone who's like threatening you in your car and your face is at like convenient punching button.
Yeah.
You don't even have to adjust, just... Tardek is attacking you, Orn.
Just pay the gold.
Okay, that's a 15 on one of them, and the other one's going to be a 22.
22 with it.
Okay, Tardek is not rolling non-lethal damage. He's got his bladed arm, and his bladed arm is going to do 8 points of slashing damage.
The knife did less damage than the fist?
Yeah, not 20.
He crit.
Okay. I was really confused.
But
at
don't
first.
worry, they're going to attack
You
too.
said 8?
Yes, 8 points of slashing damage. To another natural 20!
Oh.
Oh! The other one is only a measly 16.
16 is a hit.
Okay, but the natural 20 will do another 12 points of bludgeoning
Get that
damage.
dice and move.
36 HP down to 4.
Move
Devin!
the dice.
I got this.
Move the dice.
I got you, man! Put me down!
Change the charge.
Like, we can't do that. Alright, I go?
You can.
Just pay the man.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah.
Alright, so.
We end this now.
Alright, so, fighter spirit.
For the garden.
Advantage on my attacks. And normally because I use two blades, can I just punch with both fists?
Can you use your claws?
I will say
Do you have claws?
Ooh,
I
your
didn't
tail.
have
You have tail.
it's normally
Claws.
He's got
I'll say since you're used to it, you can go ahead and make an attack with it.
Wait.
Use his strong hands.
Some of the blood getting by.
Is it just add strength to it?
Yes.
So mod 20.
That will hit.
Over mod 20. Both of those are gonna hit.
Okay.
What's the
You're hitting Tardek?
yeah? What's show?
Okay.
Show enough.
What's the damage die?
That's yours is a D4.
Show enough.
Just a D4?
Do
A
the
D6
do the average.
proficiency
Do the
in,
average.
Oh no, I live life on the edge. What are you talking about?
Lord have mercy.
I'm not getting knocked out.
At
Like,
this point, you think he's gonna start making intelligent decisions?
No.
No.
oh, I got a temporary 5 HP.
Trying to help
so
you.
I'm
There
feeling,
you go. He's fine.
I'm
He's
feeling
got it.
great.
He's only got 9 hit points.
No, 4.
Do you have the
Oh,
temporary
with the, yeah,
HP?
with the temporary. All right. So both my
got
attacks
you,
are going
man.
to be 4,
How are you going to heal him or help him?
12.
You're dangling in the
Yeah,
air.
you're grappled.
You do cure wounds.
I don't know why, but
12.
I'm imagining him as the
Damage?
gingerbread
Okay.
man.
Please.
That's a good hit. That's a good hit. Tardek smiles and he goes, "This one's got some fight."
Oh, caught me now.
That was the accent I was going for. Did I not do that
And
right?
I'm often.
I didn't get that.
That,
initially.
oh, that's what you
Oh,
were
but
doing
you
all
got
the
mad
time.
at us for saying
The
governor.
orcs.
Oh,
Well, yeah, because you're not doing that accent.
yeah.
I do the
It
bad
was more
accent. That's not your
caveman
job. That's
last
my
time.
department.
That's why he
Thor,
chose governor.
You're grappled. You get a chance to break free of your grapple, or I guess beg for mercy.
Could I still? Would I still be able to cast a healing spell?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do cure wounds. Second level cure
Wait.
wounds.
I may have spoken.
You gotta
too
touch
soon.
him to cure
Do
it.
you
right?
have?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, sorry, healing word.
And if the spell requires somatic components, you can't cast it while you're grappled.
Wait, what?
Somatic means it requires you to move your
Is it
hands
just a
and then
verbal?
voodoo
Um,
thing.
Yeah, that's next
Healing
to
words
it.
I think
Healing
it's just a
word
verbal.
won't be a. Yeah, healing word is verbal. So
Just
it's
be?
60 feet.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
So
what
if you were
healing
to
word do you say?
Shazam!
Good luck.
Just a tip. Just a tip.
So
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
If I heard that, I'd feel healed.
Really?
Yeah,
The tip is not enough.
the tip
Okay.
is not enough.
Sounds like a horrible James Bond
Alright,
movie.
you get 10 HP back.
You win. Yeah.
Would I still be able to ungrapple?
No, Eve needs
So-
the
so the orcs are-
NC-17
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah.
No, that one doesn't exist. They don't have that rating. That's not a real thing. You speak strange words. Thoric,
For Eve?
as
Yeah.
the two orcs are holding on to you and you cast, suddenly you glow with the fire of Frey.
Heck
And
yeah.
you cast your
More
healing
than
word. The two orcs
like.
like look at you,
Great
look at
band-aid.
the dragonborn, and then they both like chuckle
I can
to
do it.
themselves. They're holding onto your arms.
Like, oh, they're trying.
Yes. And you can roll initiative this turn.
Who's you?
I like these orcs.
Morden.
If only we had some great orcs with us.
12.
9.
Okay.
I don't know. Phrase.
So Tardek is
Yes, more
going to attack
Okay. There you go.
Orn again. This time he like takes the time to like wind up his bladed arm.
Like the
beforehand.
old cartoon, they
Yeah.
swirl it
Yeah.
and then
It blurs momentarily. Mod 20 followed by a 27.
Yes, what is this?
Damn.
What are you rolling? Those are magnets. Whatever.
Now you roll good.
It only took like 5 years.
As the light begins to leave your eyes,
How much damage?
that's a grand total of 16 points of slashing
and
damage.
he's out.
Nope, I got 3 left.
Really?
I got
What?
10 from him and 5 from me, and I was at 4.
You are bleeding profusely, sir.
I'm good.
Do you have any teeth left?
Okay.
The two orcs behind you are going to attack with their fists. They don't hit though.
That's Right,
so this
son. Plot
isn't
armor.
Fist of Fury just yet.
Morded.
The two orcs that are holding you continue to grapple you, Thorik, and you see a large, muscle-bound orc, tattoos all over them. One of them, you notice prominently over his heart, says "Mother."
Yes.
In Orcish, because you speak Orcish.
Nice.
As he kisses his fist.
I yell back in, I bet you like it in the rear.
No!
He takes
Does
time
the sign need to
one.
pass now?
That is a
Wow.
grand total of 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Andy,
Yes, sir.
Are you
by
down?
chance, do
No,
I
I'm not
smell
even
the smell of dragon blood's
You're on the other
spraying
side of the town.
5 miles? Is it a 5-mile wide town?
Dogs can sniff.
Yeah, they can smell pretty
He's
fine.
now
don't
a
know- I
cadaver
don't know why
dog,
you
and he's
would.
like
Yeah,
smelling
it's a
them
little
already.
it's a little meta,
It's
but
a little
like,
meta.
but the Lassie moment.
Well, I mean,
Hard.
the last
Words
few,
in a bar fight?
the last few times you have been best friends with him.
You do feel as though someone dear to you is in a tight situation. As though they have a pressing engagement.
Yeah, do you want me to do like a perception check
Sure.
or something like that? Be
I feel
like,
like your
Roll
connection
with
to them is being
disadvantage.
cut off.
with disadvantage?
With
Okay.
disadvantage.
There's a lot of competing smells.
A lot. Much more,
That is
many more present.
22.
That was with disadvantage?
Oh, with disadvantage.
That's what he said. You didn't have a disadvantage.
Does
as you
it?
roll.
Wait, no, because I normally roll with advantage for smell-based perception, so that
Alright,
cancels
alright,
out, right?
alright.
To
Oh.
22.
Alright. Successful roll as lawyer.
Way to navigate the DM.
Somewhere nearby, you smell dragon blood. Most accurate.
All of
Thorik,
that.
it's your initiative.
I won't remember this.
Okay, I yelled at Orn. Why are we fighting?
The best question ever.
Wait!
I don't
Why are we
know.
black and bloodied?
Because this one hooked, crooked, orchid,
What orchid crooked?
Okay.
greenback,
Whoa,
Little tusk.
little tusk,
shrimp tusk.
shrimp tusk.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shrimp
Oh yeah.
tusk.
Oh yeah. No.
Shrimp tusk. Yes.
His,
It's like a
his
little
eyes are wide as
wobbly.
saucers. You get the
I'm
vaguest
gonna aim for
impression.
those.
He's almost impressed.
Good. I'm
It's too
impressed too.
late.
All right.
All right. Is it our go now?
It's,
I
it's
think it's
Thor's
oh
go.
wait, do we roll initiative or no?
No, we already did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your turn.
You can do something now if you want to. Like make this fight last longer than it's going to.
I yelled the big orc.
Which one? They're all
Dang
big.
it, yeah, you're right.
Mother?
Yeah, but he
Especially
was
my word.
describing the
The one
one
with
that
the knife?
punched
Be more
you.
specific.
The one with the
The
knife.
large one, the one that just
The
punched
one
you in
that's
the face.
screwing up
Logan
Lauren.
Crook.
Okay, you can't really see
I
him.
can't
You
see
can
him.
get a vague sense of something going on over
His
there.
name is Hooked Crook.
Alright,
A lot of green flesh.
dang. Okay.
Slip with sweat.
We're already initiated. Okay, I see. So to grapple free, I would have to do like a strength test.
Yeah, you just right here.
Okay, I would need to beat my strength modifier or theirs.
There's.
Thor, what's your
Losing
insight?
teeth.
My insight is
Losing Pinky.
+3 wisdom,
You got-
so it's a 20.
You feel that the
Pinky
orcs
and
next to
the
you
brain.
are very impressed. You had not even tried to break their grapple once. Show no effort to flee.
You kinda like
almost,
floating.
You almost get like a grudging respect from them as they hold you and prop you up to catch the next incoming blow.
He's
Dwarves are
getting,
pretty
he's
good.
getting to feel what it feels like to be somewhat taller.
Okay, well, since I'm getting some respect, I'm gonna put. I'm gonna shoot another. I'm gonna shoot another healing word over at Orn's face, and
Keep me going, buddy. I'm fighting them all.
shoot. Sorry, man. You're getting 5 more health back.
Hey,
So
It's not nothing. Meanwhile,
You're
I-
blowing your load on
I
State
stop.
helping
I
them.
stop shredding and I go like. and take off towards
Oh
the blood.
Oh,
smell.
Gary, go get the dog.
Oh, he's going to get more poop.
Eve, high on
He's a poop hunter.
the third level of the Citadel.
Naja stands in front of a beautiful mural. You see that on this mural there are a number of lizard folk that are knelt on the ground in front of an elven pharaoh. Pharaoh stands twice as high as the lizard folk. He's got a mace in his hand, and you can see he's just bashing their brains out.
This is in a picture.
This is a mural. It's a river elf mural. And you can tell he's eating their brains out in this mural. And so Naja turns. See the futility of the reptilian species resisting the nobility of elven blood. Even in the time of the Riverland elves, their lizard folk were numerous through this land. Their cities, they were easily pushed over with the power of, I say, the elven pantheon and Ra, Sobek's might, smashed just as the pharaoh does. The lizard folk, those reptilian-blooded creatures, they never knew when it was time to quit. Always fighting to the last. And over here we have some beautiful elven tapestries. And it takes you the other way. Meanwhile, down in the cantina, it's time for initiative again. Orn? Woo. Actually, we'll do Thorik.
Yeah, give him a sec.
4.
6. Yeah, 6.
There you go. Pro tip, ladies and gentlemen, get dice you can actually read.
Pro tip.
Just a tip.
One more tip.
Hey, I'm wearing my wig.
Hey,
I'm in.
Hey!
Yeah,
You tried doing this
a
without
shirt.
AC.
I wore clothing.
I got shaved at the
I'm
vet.
wearing my
Okay.
wig. The only reason the horns are
I'm a
on
hairless
is
dog.
because I'm in disguise.
Yeah,
I'm injured.
Aside from the audio, yeah, that is true. Mel
I got a,
I
hand,
put
I got a
it to my
handlebar
ears.
mustache.
Do you want
Mel has
Mel took
refused
bludgeoning
medical
damage.
attention in order to make it here tonight. We have a
Dedication.
medic on hand just to attend to her.
That's right.
Do you feel pampered?
I mean, I could use my a manicure, and I need to get some touch up on my hair. But other than that, yeah.
I can
it's
do a
okay.
cure
Sadly, not
wounds.
in the budget.
Sorry, sorry.
Let
All right.
him your wounds.
Thorik.
Oh, I was like,
Actually,
are you gonna do my
Well,
nails?
We went with you
350
first last
a
time,
month.
so Orange, it's your initiative.
Here, I'll open the thing.
No, it goes back to Thorik first.
Yeah, he
You
started
just-
on
you
him
went
first.
It just ended on
Roll.
Thorik.
I'm pretty sure. Okay.
Yeah, you
just
owe me
healed.
$20 too.
Yep.
So, what I'm gonna do is shoot. Let's do some.
Some of that dwarf crap.
Some of that dwarf crap. Yeah.
What color nail polish you want? They're asking.
All right, so the two dwarves are
red.
holding you, one by each
Because
arm.
Mel's a bad girl.
And the large orc is wiping the blood and sweat off of his fist so that you get a nice clean teeth remover this time.
So I could, my grapple needs to be healed again. So I'm gonna do another. Dang, I'm gonna do another.
I'm being tested.
I'm gonna do another healing word on Orn. the best I could do.
I admire the devotion. And so do the orcs.
Ugh. Oh, nice. Hey, you get 11 HP back.
Oh, yes.
All right, Orn. Tardek has his bladed fist ready to go. The two orcs behind you are basically holding you up with their blows. You're sensing that you're pretty well surrounded at this point. Which way do you want to go?
All right. So I'm gonna do second wind. So that's gonna be a 1d10 plus my fighter level. Woo! 10. Hold on. What level are we for?
Level 4.
14 HP back. Alright, I'm almost full health now. Ready to fight. Let's swing at him again.
It's a proper fight.
$15 to hit.
15 does not hit. Just shy.
Again. 23 to hit.
Yes, sir. That will hit.
4 damage.
Not nothing.
We're getting there.
Tardak takes your turn and he goes,
Hold it down.
proper fighting. That'll be a mod 20 and a 22. Another 16 points of slashing damage, Orn. And the 2 orcs behind you.
16?
Yes, sir. One of them hits you, doing 6 points of bludgeoning damage. So that's a grand total of 22 points of damage. Meanwhile, as they both hold on to you, Orn, the large orc leans in and he goes, "Time to go sleep now."
I spit in his face and say, "Want another one, softy?"
You take another 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I can take about 3 more.
Bard, over hill and dale, you charge through the city, making your way past the citadel, through the open gate because it's they haven't closed it for the evening just yet. You race through the southern murder court, out to the southern gate, and arrive to these rancid-smelling oil works on the south side of the city.
I thought you were going to say something like like a jerky stand, because that would have been a perfect distraction. But
Just my luck.
Next to that, there's a
However,
jerky stand.
You do smell rotting fish.
I'll come back.
A lot. And there's a small little cantina from which you can sense the
rotting
faint,
fish?
wafting scent of dragon's blood
All right.
and forlorn hope.
Is there a back door to this joint?
It does have a front door, but the windows.
Wait, is there a window in the front?
There are no real there's no glass windows.
Oh,
There's
damn it.
wide openings that are covered with linen tapestries.
There's no
Not tapestries,
no glass
linen
windows.
partitions.
I can't
There's
just
no
like.
glass windows. No.
Okay.
Fresh out of glass.
Damn. All right.
Not that kind of desert.
What's the
Fillet,
roof
man.
made out of?
No.
Okay. All right.
Knock over through the roof.
Gotta make an entrance, right? Okay. So I guess I'm going to go through one of the linen windows.
Okay. Bard, you dive through. The scene that presents itself to you is on your left. Thorik's feet are floating about a foot off the ground as a pair of burly, tattooed orcs hold him by the arm with oddly a look of respect on their face as they stare at his bloodied face, blood running through his beard. In front of him, a towering 7-foot-high, bemuscled orc with tattoos all over his chest draws back for yet another blow right into his kisser. In the center of the
Right in
room,
the kisser.
in the center of the room, Orn is dwarfed by a dwarf that stands on the table in the small little recessed seating area that they were in. On his right hand, a blade. His left hand, a clenched fist. He towers over Orn, and you see Orn is bleeding from a number of slashing wounds. Behind him, the 2 orcs that have been pummeling Orn toss him forward towards their commander as he readies to swing his blade again. And at the far end of the room, a terrified human slave desperately fills drinks.
You mean he pushes Thorik?
So,
That's
Would
it.
that-
You
Orn.
said Orn.
Orn. He pushes Orn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would that be?
Orn's not grappled.
Never mind.
So it's time for...
Do I see him come in?
Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
So my epic entrance through the window was not.
Are you?
Everyone's a little focused on
Yeah.
what they're doing right now.
I'm gonna need some backup. How far does?
Can we start calling you Wishbone?
Yeah. Okay. Shit. Damn, I'm gonna mess
Well,
this
that was
up.
your action. You charged all the way into this round.
Charge. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, you ran flat out for that one.
We
So,
are up
it's
on break time.
yes, I know. Well, I figured this would be over before break time, so I misjudged. We'll take our break a little bit later.
Okay.
Time for another initiative roll.
It's
Orn.
about to be over, is what it's trying to say.
14. Okay.
go night night.
And
I'm gonna go night night.
I can take a couple more hits though.
Even the large orc is impressed as he rears back one more time. They both do hit. That's gonna be 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
I can take one more. That's it.
I feel like your teeth are coming loose.
I'm probably about to die.
Tardek.
Oh man.
Tardek, as the two orcs toss at you forward, he tries to catch you in the gut with his blade. Does. The lowest is going to be a 16.
Nope.
Okay, and the other one's going to be a 26.
Yeah.
All right, so he's going to do 8 points of slashing damage.
You can play Bernard.
I'm still up.
And with that, the two orcs
Just
behind
pay
him,
the
as he
man.
tosses you back into the two orcs, they're both going to
Yeah.
swing their fists at you, and
He
they're
is.
both going to connect, doing 12 points of bludgeoning damage. The world goes dark.
Both doing 12?
Both doing no, they do 12 total.
Wow, okay.
The world goes dark for Orn. So you don't feel that you hit the ground, Orn.
I don't feel anything.
Your last conscious moment is that almost that of floating. Thorik.
Okay. Is there a way to do an insight check to understand what's happening and try to de-escalate it? In this scenario, I just see Orn surrounded and in danger, so I just barreled in. I don't really know.
Somehow past that point, but yeah, sure.
Started talking crap to him.
You got a 3 to your insight?
Yeah.
You feel that the time for
Negotiations.
the time for soft words is past, and that now is a time for considering how best to leave your affairs in good order.
Shoot. Okay. And
Well, half T-Bang, half T-Bang. I don't know. I believe in the rest of you guys.
I can do a healing word to
I have
stabilize
plot
it,
armor.
right?
There's always tall cliffs.
You have to do the.
Yeah, your
spare the
character
dying
can't.
word touch.
I have to touch you, yeah, but I have to grab
I
it
might
free
do
in order
different
to touch you.
character if she does die.
But I can do a healing word first level spell, and I don't know if that'll stabilize you. Or if that's how it
I can't
works.
talk to you right now about strategy. I'm sleeping.
Okay, I'm gonna do a healing word on Orn first level.
What's that word?
Help, please.
Can you do healing word without touching him?
Yeah, that has to be a.
How do you
60
touch
feet
somebody
range.
with a word?
Does that raise him up from being
To touch your
unconscious?
heart.
No. So in order,
Thank you
so
so
that's
much.
what my
Just
question
gonna
is.
bleeding out.
So
So it'll pass
you do
a death save.
Yeah, you gotta do.
it can, yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
No, if it heals, if you heal, you gain HP.
Yeah, you gain HP
Yes, but he needs to stabilize you.
first.
Am I incorrect on that?
It's your ruling.
Yeah, that's where I'm kind of wondering because I could do spare the dime, but I have to grapple free, or I could do.
We've
healing
done in the
word.
past where if someone was below their HP and someone came over and healed them.
Okay, I'm gonna rule that you can't cast that spell right now because you don't have line of sight to Orn.
That's true. Yeah, because I'm okay. I'm gonna try and grapple free then. All right. Good luck, everybody. Nine.
So, once more,
And you've lost their respect.
initiative. One more time. Got a 17.
Got a 12.
Okay. He rears back, hits you both times 12 more points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm out.
Bard, you witness.
You back away slowly.
Orn
He's like-
and Thorik fall unconscious.
Give it a second character.
And as you do, Tardek turns over and goes, "Quick!" He goes, "Quick! Keep this one alive. He'll learn to make fun of what the orcs. He'll learn what orc honor is out on the high sea." In that, we're going to break. Alrighty. So, where last we left our heroes,
Dun, dun, dun.
the world had gone dark for Thorik and Orn. Bard, you watch as the orcs take Orn. You see a fairly attractive female orc rush forward and begin to press healing energies into first Orn, and then she makes her way over to Thorik. Heal him up too. And Tardek rifles through Orn's pockets, pulls out a pouch of gold, counts out 50 pieces, and then puts the pouch back into Orn's pocket.
I respect that.
One of the orcs goes to take it, and
Still,
Tardek grabs his hand and goes, "You steal it, T. You're a pirate. Steal on land. You're a thief. Bring him aboard." And so they.
Oh, they're gonna steal They're gonna steal from me when I'm on the ship. Because of stupid freaking moral code. Okay.
It's a technicality.
It's a technicality.
No, they're more like guidelines than actual rules. Besides, turn away.
Do they find like a little
We're not
note in my
criminals here,
pocket
we're
that says
pirates.
parlay?
Down to the man.
You should have that under your chest. Under your chest, like when things go bad, you just tear your shirt
It's a
open.
tattoo across my chest.
Oh, damn it.
So I'm going to take a couple steps back. And then poof, just poof out of it. I'm going to head back to the group and be like, Timmy fell down the whale.
Well, I'd say the gates are closed now because it's dark, but you know the remedy.
Can I do like a little Assassin's
not
Creed?
gonna
Poof, poof, poof. Oh, over the end.
You're fine.
You're not
High above the city, watching the last of the sun's rays fade across the beautiful water, Naja leans a little bit more into you. He's been doing this all evening long, as you see his bony legs continuing to take less and less of his weight. You take the rest. There's a yo, no?
Info.
Your idea. No, I do not get to share here with intelligent souls who value the history and treasures of this. I cannot tell you what a blessing it has been to converse with one who appreciates art and majesty of the Riverland elves.
Like, knowledge is everything.
I would like to do something I think you would find this very interesting. I do not get to show it to everyone, but you are very special.
I always say
I
that.
shall show you. It takes you to.
Follow.
You're really more leading him along. He's like kind of directing, or almost like carrying him. Because he doesn't weigh very much. The two of you wind your way towards the back stairs. Large stone doors, which require you to actually like into them in order to. Beyond, you see a large door bolt set into it. One moment. Don't be too careful. Plays with the tumbler a little bit. You may make a perception check. Tell that there appear to be 3 different combinations that he makes into this combination block. You can't see the hieroglyphics that are on. You can see, however, that there are no numbers on this tumbler. A bunch of ancient elven hieroglyphic. This door must have cost a fortune for him to have built.
Probably more fortune behind it.
As the doors slick open, beyond, you are treated into a very opulent crisis room for this fortress. The upper level of the fortress would have been the last holdout of the survivors were they forced to back into the... Apparently that has not been a concern for some time, since now palm trees, date trees, all fill potted urns inside this large, spacious room here. There's no sign of an arsenal or spears, weapons, armor, and none of that stuff. It's just very opulent. Beautiful rugs and elven tapestries hang around the room. The floor is tiled here. Walk up into it, you can see in the very center of the room a large glass case is set. On that case, standing, hovering at about neck height, where a beautiful golden coif, where an elven ruler of the Riverlands covers this point on a person's chest. It is absolutely beautiful, and you're certain, even as you look at it from a good way, that it is solid gold.
I love how you're doing like actual real plot things while we're over here getting our ass kicked.
Now we're on a pirate boat.
Now we're on a boat.
On a boat.
Just saying, good job, Eve.
Yes.
Thanks for keeping the plot going.
Not just me. Rest of the party.
Yeah, let's just see.
Do you know, my dear, the last of the Pharaohs heard of him. Very wise, so they say. Fillet was a that was a male elf. She was in fact she-elf.
Really?
Get this
She has been erased from many of the tombs, but I have one of them. Satan in the case was indeed as she elf. Come to a closer. You're not standing like almost up against the glass. See the beautiful enamel on of the gems. But apparent the arrangement of these gemstones pulls you over to directs you over towards a small podium. There's a chunk of tomb wall that is laid on this podium, and picked out of the reliefs here is relief of a pharaoh wearing a very, very similar coif on the chest. She obviously appears to be a female. Features that make it very apparent. And this, you can look at it, this coif has the same gemstone arrangement on it.
What was her name?
No. Fortunately, the same vandals who removed her name from the many tombs, her face, her figure, chiseled out of the stone. A terrible crime. This tomb, fortunately, was not the face so, but the name you can see beneath it. You can see that the stone has been chiseled out. A name underneath it.
Check the coif. See if her name could have been etched into it.
My dear, there is no mark, no master's mark, no hand has touched. Last honor informed me, most strange thing, that the coif spoke to him.
How did you mean?
No, that's
Appreciate it.
was babbling quite incoherently with the rigors of its just punishment. But he did say that it spoke to. I keep forgetting this guy's like very, very barely alive. He said that it spoke. I have you to bear such a sick.
I know.
For royal blood, sully such a fine kiss. Shall preserve it? No. Shall preserve it for the next generation. Carry it forward. You understand the importance of
More than anyone.
yes.
Let me ask a question. This might sound strange, but if someone, worshiper of Baal, were to want it, what purposes would they want it for? What would they use it for?
Variable antique on. Oh no! This is all.
He like looks at your outfit.
I have shown you these things. I believe I can store. You not feel a conflict or worship of Baal and the new age of the precious elves of the Hierophant?
Let's just say I haven't become official.
Okay. I would not part with this for any of the other elves or Baal, for they do not value the history of these lands or the river elves. They seek to wipe it clean, the same way those Vandals wiped clean the name of our Jean Pharaoh.
So, want to do anything here?
And I can think of trying to.
He's gonna begin escorting you downstairs.
Escorting him.
Yes. He's gonna begin gesturing towards the exit and go carry him out. And he'll lead you downstairs to the banquet.
I kind of want to try to leave something that'll shimmy between the lock.
You have these tools, right? Okay. If you would like, I don't know how you're going to do this while you're supporting him.
Use the blanket.
You can try. How do you want to try?
Kind of feign like I tripped over my robes or something, like my feet got caught in it, and just kind of like grab onto the wall, but kind of at the same time in my hand shove it in.
All right. Roll me a stealth check.
Do you have any abilities to make you stealth?
Don't think so. I've got silver tongue. That's about it.
His elf eyes.
He's probably looking at other things.
Like focusing on the tiles in front of his feet. Desperately trying to put on them.
14.
Okay.
Plus your 5?
That's with my 5.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
19.
Okay. You toss it. You pull out one of your lock picks and you fling it towards the catch where the lock mechanism will engage. You don't even hear it clatter. Catches. Exactly.
Oh, shite.
Behind you, the doors close.
Pinpoint accuracy.
You're headed downstairs. Mel and Gary, the two of you have been waiting outside the citadel in between the shrine area. After a little while, as the sun begins to set, guards tell you that you have to leave the area around the shrine. Stay inside the fortress. You can't be inside the citadel, and you can't be inside the shrine area. In the common area.
Real quick, I meant to ask you, were there windows or any other entrance into the room?
Hi, Pyro.
Like at the top, from the top, is
Night.
there?
So there are actually large windows up here.
Okay, so in the room itself?
Oh, the upper fortification? No, there are like small firing slits. That level. The upper level is a
small
bastion.
enough.
You might be able to squeeze through.
We'll see if
It'd
that.
be really tight.
Okay, go back to them. Sorry.
They're big enough for a human being to get for a person to get through, but they would require effort. You wouldn't want to assault in there. It's a fortress. You wouldn't want to be attacking that while people are inside it. You would be. So, Gary, Mel, ushered out into the common area where there's a bazaar. Can be closed down for the evening.
Can't sleep in the temple? The fortification? We can't sleep in there?
Seemed like it.
Oh, why not?
They just said we had to move to the common area.
Tell them we want to sleep in there.
I don't think they care what we want.
Who ushered us away?
Guards.
No, let me sleep in
Couple
there.
family guards.
Is there any room to sleep in there?
Wishing to sleep in the shrine of Baal?
No, not the shrine, in the fortress. It's warm.
He's
City there.
old. He's very
Yes,
old.
the citadel. There's a room and board in there.
Oh, Father Orc, there's no boarding. Yeah, a tent?
No, I'll just sleep on the bottom floor.
Bottom floor is only for the soldiers of the Babas or the garrison.
Is there a safe place we can go to find him a place to sleep?
Most of the villagers, they sleep outside of the for travelers. They pitch their tents. There is a tavern to the south. On you, the smell is quite strong.
If we needed to re-enter... I'll make sure. So the tavern's outside of the walls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If we need to re-enter the walls, can we?
You may exit as long as there's no alarm. You may exit in the evening or in the day, and the gates are typically open through sunrise to sunset.
Once we leave, we can't come back.
Right.
You just stay in here.
That's why I was trying to stay, just sleep on the bottom floor.
You guys still outside?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought we were outside of the fortress waiting for Eve.
You
Yeah.
guys are in this area, and around this time, Bard is swinging around the end of the
Oh, my dog's here.
end of the fortification.
Oh, they must have found his poop. We don't want your what?
What did you find?
I roll over and play dead.
We found a dead thing. Great. I'm sure he
Found
rolled
dead
in it.
How do you know what the sun doesn't?
You can
I like-
modify them.
You
So-
modify them?
Start leaving,
With the
looking at you
points.
guys.
Wow!
With the
Did you have a place
What a
for
time
us
to
to
be alive.
go?
Fucking-
Well, are you taking us out of the city? Well, we can't
can't- we
leave
can't
here.
leave
We
the
got
city.
to wait for Eve.
Well, one of us can. One of us can go with the dog, and one of us can stay here.
As you guys are discussing out here, you hear the ringing of bells. Gentle swaying of cloth from the shrine behind you as a
Isn't that
procession makes its way slowly from the shrine. The rotund form of Prakash carried in a palanquin by four struggling alkalites as they make their way towards the Citadel.
Wait, they're going to the Citadel?
Yeah, they're gonna pass
I
you.
don't want to take this.
Oh, I thought they had to go
Take it
to
and
the
bring it to
temple.
me.
So there,
You don't
Yeah,
need
they're-
it and the headdress talking
there
to
in the
you.
shrine. You guys
But I
went to
have
this
royal
outdoor area
blood.
here outside
I'll
of the
give you the
Citadel.
headdress.
Bard came from this direction back to the
Yeah,
Citadel.
yeah.
And you guys are making your way back into the Citadel.
Oh, dog. You know what would be fun?
Put that up.
Go make them drop that palanquin.
But
Well,
these
make
were
them
the
drop
flaming
the
tower,
It'd be funny.
right?
We can't leave the city.
Roll
I know
over, play
you.
dead.
Okay, look. We
So that's
cannot
where-
leave
Play
the
dead.
city. I know that you're dying or whatever, but we can't leave. We have to stay within the walls because
We just have to wait for Eve.
We have to wait for
She's
Eve.
in the burning building, right? Or the
Gary, if you'll wait
You
for
chose to be a dog.
if you'll wait for Eve, I will go and see what the dog wants. That way, at least she can find you.
Well, while you wait for Eve.
Okay, fine. You go with the dog.
Ruff, ruff.
I don't care.
Ruff.
You go with the dog.
Rough.
It,
He's driving me crazy.
never mind.
Just
I
take
can't
him
say
out.
anything.
Nope,
Take
you're
him
not
out.
there.
I know I'm not.
You're in the chamber.
Oh,
Oh. All right, fine. I'll go.
All right.
So apparently we're actually.
No, he's going with you. I'm staying here.
Where?
I have to wait for
I
Eve.
thought we were
Right.
there.
What is it?
You
Are
know,
you about to take me to a
Eve is the
biopool?
one with the wings and the horns and the red scary one. You need to wait for her, so
Orn-
Gary goes with you with Dark
and
Eye.
Thorik, you
Yeah, I
guys
know
are
they're. Yeah, I know they're there.
We can't both
Gary
go. One of us is sitting.
and Melusine and Bard are outside the Citadel here. The procession is coming towards you guys from the shrine. And Eve is on the second floor. You guys don't know. She's in the central building, the Citadel, right now.
I go up to you, Bernard.
The scroll that
Yeah,
we
he stays with me.
intercepted said that he
You have
requested the
Dark Eye
governor
and
come to
Gary. You have
him,
me,
though,
dog.
right?
No, we requested a meeting with the governor.
Oh,
So
he
he's
wanted
going
to go
to
meet
meet with
together.
the governor.
They're orcs, so they're. I can't. You feel.
What is okay? What is it? Something interesting you're taking me
Just
to?
go see what
also
he wants.
take-
Is it food? Did you find food?
Rough.
Dark Eye and you go with the dog.
All right, go.
Bernard
Let's
and
go.
I stay here.
Let's slow down. I'm gonna go follow the dog.
Oh.
Okay.
Melusine's waiting, I think. Is
I'll go wait
Durko
in an
with you?
appropriate area,
Durko.
but
No,
not.
Durko, the horse.
My
You're
horse? I
different
don't know. Where would Durko be?
Your horse and your woman are not the
Would
same.
Durko be out front in this?
Durko would be out front.
I'll wait for
Durko-
Eve.
Durko is with. Wow.
Our other horses and
Your
chariot?
other chariot, your other horses, and not the chariot. Who did you guys bring in? Ben out. Ben out.
Ben
is
out.
Ben out with the
outside.
chariot.
No,
Ben
he's
out.
with me.
He with you?
Why
Who's with
wouldn't
the
he
He
chariot?
would be with the horses because Orn. And
Wait,
Thorik
wasn't
have
Orn and
horses,
Thorik supposed to
they
guide the
left.
chariot?
Oh, we didn't bring the chariot.
Oh, we left it in.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We left it.
You guys left it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
All right. I think this works out better if Banam
What?
is outside the city walls with the
horse.
All right,
horses.
that's fine. Bernard will be out there because he wants to keep his weapons anyway. I'll just be in here, hanging out, waiting for Eve.
Okay. I think you did say Banam gives up his weapons and his armor last time, and I forgot. All right.
He could be
This works out
outside.
better. He changed his mind at the last minute.
Right, on.
Yeah, put him back on.
I'm going to try to just slide into the procession and be part of it. I'll go behind Mokash.
Okay. You're going to join the. You stand out like a sore thumb. They're all in white robes, including Murkash.
That's fine. I don't.
Like walk in
Yep.
behind Murkash.
Hide
Yep.
in plain sight.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
Performance.
We're attempting to imply social contract.
15.
Okay. There are two acolytes behind you. Almost sense the two of them make eye contact with each other and then return back, silently swishing their sensors. back
Money
and
gets
forth.
you everywhere.
Ever a character embodied that mantra. Down at the third level, they have prepared a banquet. Low table with several cushions seated around it, and roast
In
meat.
his chamber?
No, the third level,
I
which
thought
was
that
the
I thought the
banquet
third
hall.
level was his chamber.
The third the third level has.
I thought the second level was the museum, the third level was his chamber.
Third level has his chamber on it. It's not
Okay.
only his chamber.
Oh, okay. My bad. Okay.
Oh. So you have the first floor, which is the open area that they use for an administration common area, and it's mainly fence.
Mm-hmm.
You can move stuff around down here. The second level, which is where the banquet hall is. And I guess
Oh, sorry.
you guys will be welcomed in if you were dinner. Third level, you're right. The third level is where the living arrangements are. Fourth level is where the museum is. And then the fifth level is the upper fortification. I confused myself there?
Dang.
Four levels. I lied. Sorry. All right. So that the museum is the third level, and the living quarters.
Okay.
So that's what's confusing about it. His chambers and the museum are on the third level. He took you into the fourth level, which is like the exclusive museum.
Mm-hmm.
His personal collection is on the fourth level.
Okay.
So
Makes
you're on the
sense.
second level, which is the dining hall. They've set out here to welcome Murkash. as you like settle him at the head of the table.
I must invite you to join us for dinner. Even with your master, high priest, would you think Nakash would allow you to sup with us?
Yes, sir. I think to be on the safe side, I should return to Shrine.
You must stay. I shall put in a good word for you. But if I
Spell it.
request is your presence here, he was me.
You will.
Wait a little bit.
Is it correct?
Must you leave? Really?
We both said it at the same time. That's so weird.
Must you? Must you go? Yes. Come, sit here.
Turn take.
Over at age 19.
The procession makes its way uninhibited into the hill, pass onto up a long set of stairs. You can hear the huffing and puffing coming from the acolytes that are carrying the palanquin. This does not look like an enviable experience.
What kind of staircase is this?
It's a stone staircase.
Is it a spiral?
No, it's straight. It's one of the ones that jackknives back up into two other staircases. So it's one wide staircase going up, and then it becomes two staircases going back up the other way. They take one of them up.
Any point in time, would it be conceivable that they might tip him over the side?
Like, enjoy the ambiance.
Like, if they're going up the stairs, would it make sense if accidentally he just happens to topple over and off the staircase and land further?
Interesting. How do you
She
want
knows
to?
about falling off staircases.
How do you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I
You know.
damn do.
Revenge of the Toad.
You know that that once you guys are on the second staircase, it could be potentially a fatal fall off of the second staircase. There's no railing, a la Death
Perfect.
Star. There is just a staircase going up here. How do you want
I don't know.
to
Hold
do this thing that you have a homicidal thought for?
Make one of the
What do you
people
mean?
trip.
on. I know. I was like, unseen servant isn't going to be able to move that weight.
Yeah, but it could throw them off balance, like
Yeah,
maybe
take
slipping
out
under
one
their
of them.
feet.
Yeah, take out one of their flags.
I mean, you can move
Fall
up to
into
5 pounds. That's an infinite amount of weight to move.
You got a few.
Pushing a lot of weight. How many kilos we talking here? Talking about 20, 40, maybe 100.
Alright, I want to cast blindness on one of the acolytes that is
Y'all are terrible.
going to be at the edge. So
Okay.
that.
Front or back?
Front.
Oh.
24.
Wow. So it's a controlled roll, or
Oh, I forgot to do control. Can
you
that
can
be?
use that? Yeah, absolutely, you can use that.
Okay. I have to roll again because that was a 19 on the dice. So I
Oh,
don't-
so it succeeds automatically, and he makes a save at disadvantage. He fails it like a chump. You hear a cry come from the. You hear a cry come from the first level, the stairs near the entrance to the banquet room. You hear a young elf cry out in fear. He stumbles a little bit, and the palanquin jostles a little bit. He goes, what's going on? And the acolytes next one, it's fine. What is wrong with you? What are your weights? I cannot see. It's like vibrating a little bit there on the edge.
Trying to kill this dude?
Yes!
Dang!
So the so Murkash goes, hold your weight, steady. Oh, carry the chosen about.
I want to.
What?
I want to cast hold person on the other front one.
You were supposed to just chillax and sit there.
They don't know she's doing this.
12
This is verbal components, right?
That's 7 control.
Success.
I can say it quietly.
Yep, success on 7.
Mm. That's also a 19 on the dice.
Well, that's to hit, right? Or was that? Does he even roll? Do you
He needs
That
to roll a
succeeds, right?
wisdom save throw or be paralyzed.
Okay, I'm done.
He rolled
You
16.
three are crazy.
I think he has to meet. Where's my number?
We're gonna die.
Yeah, he saved it because I think
Okay.
it's
The
13.
palanquin, one of them goes, what's that? Someone is hurling spells! Alarm! And they begin to
Can't leave
quickly
you.
pull the palanquin up. Someone tried to hold me! Who's doing this? And the blind one goes, I still cannot see! Lights!
I cast fog cloud
Oh,
on the
my
staircase.
God!
What's wrong
You
with
are
you?
a chaotic evil.
Now you gotta run in there and tackle.
Neutral.
No,
That's
she's just
chaotic.
You need to
chaotic.
do like what those people at Walmart do when they do the bucket thing, where they put the buckets over everyone's head. You have to act like you're part of it.
That's a 6 control.
No, ma'am.
Yeah,
That is not enough.
what do you mean?
What level spell is it?
Level spell.
First level spell.
6.
Wait, yeah.
She's level 4, so she needs a 6 or higher.
Yeah. So
Level,
it's, so it's,
first level
it's good.
spell, level
Excuse
4.
me, I'm sorry. You're
Whoa.
correct.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, we're at 6s
By the way,
now for
you
Ken.
have a faint flashback to that staff that Fillet should have.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to take that from
Yeah,
him.
a Thorik now.
Oh, I guess I don't do an attack for this, do I?
No, but they
Yeah.
roll a save, right? To
Create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point. It doesn't say anything about a save or an attack.
Yeah,
Alright, so they're just obscured.
We're in a fog cloud.
The acolytes around you, they reach out into their robes and between their legs and they pull out maces that are just
Oh.
dangling.
Why?
Oh.
They were just dangling
Several
between their
questions.
They
legs.
said
Why?
mazes going back and forth.
Were they chiming
Wow.
together
And
in unison?
Y'all were saying I needed this sign.
There's a chain hanging.
It was under the
down,
rope.
there's a wobble to the floor.
And they try to like form a
Does your
circle
mace
around
low?
Murkash as the 4 acolytes lay down the palanquin uneasily at the top of the stairs. Murkash. Protect your clerk! Quickly! I shall call for Palanquin for his salvation! And he presses his hands together and
Is he
suddenly
right outside the room?
bless hits everyone around him, including you. You are blessed.
Thanks, man. I need to get on that level.
Alright.
What's his name?
What's that do for me? What's that doing for
You
me?
get
Bless the whole
advantage
crew.
on
Hand bless.
Master Dwarf. Bless, please. What's the result on this bless? Can you let her know?
Yes.
Eve, you hear shouting coming from the corridor, an alarm being raised. Several of the guards that were posted in an honorific position around the room here begin to rush towards the door. You sense that the situation is going bad very quickly.
Mhm.
You get an extra
Eve,
D4.
you're kind of in the middle.
For
Mel.
any room?
I'm Eve.
Eve, you sense the situation is going bad. Mel, you are in the center of
A
this
shitstorm?
circle in
Yes.
a fog.
Yeah.
So no one's really looking at you.
For once.
You're with Murkash in the
That's
center
pretty
of this circle, and all the acolytes, the 8 acolytes in this group, are all facing outward, their maces at the ready.
So did the 2... So I have 2 acolytes in when we were walking. 2 behind me, the palanquin in front of me. So then I have 2 acolytes behind me, 2 in front of me. And the 2 that were in front of me have moved.
Yes,
So it's just me and
it's
Murkash.
just you and Murkash.
How much does he weigh?
How much does he weigh?
Yeah.
Over 200 pounds.
Nope.
Don't.
Okay. Ain't gonna be able to do that.
Probably pushing 300.
Big time.
And he was the fat cleric, remember?
What's his level?
Uh,
Because that affects the bless spell.
He cast a different version of Bless that just affects all of his allies around him.
Okay, so it doesn't add
He,
on to
he
any.
didn't perceive Melusine as an enemy, therefore she was an ally.
Okay, so I guess it's just a standard extra D4. That's it.
Okay.
Oh,
I cast
it's a
Thunder Wave.
concentration spell, so.
Oh, is fog cloud? Ooh, I need to look at that.
I think it's concentration.
It is. I can't do anything.
No, you can still cast spells. You just can't cast other
Another
concentration.
concentration.
Yeah, you can do it.
So the guards, you can hear clanking closer as they come down the corridor. They're making their way through the fog, and the acolytes. I'm no closer! There's an assassin here in the citadel! The guards. What do you say? There's no assassin here. What is wrong? Did you trip on the stairs? I still cannot see! Well, tell me when they're closer, I should hit them!
Just stab someone and see what happens.
The poor blind guy.
He did it.
The blindness isn't concentration, is it?
No, I just checked.
Okay.
I didn't think about that.
The chaos.
I mean, he's right. If he's right on the edge,
But he's 200 pounds. I'm not that strong. Thought about just trying to push him, but I don't think I can.
You have like
Gravity
a oil
do the
spell?
rest.
Might push him
I have
on
Thunder
He's
Wave,
not-
No.
So,
but I feel like that's a bit much because I don't want to be blamed.
So Mel, I just want to set the scene here. You're at the top of the stairs, next to the palanquin that has the cleric on it. Around you is a ring of 8 acolytes, surrounded by a foggy mist. Right? You can hear the approach of armored guards coming from the hall right in front of you.
slit his throat.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You know they're going to be on you very soon.
Why do you need
What
to
do you wanna
do
do?
that?
He needs
Far
to
from
die.
no, they will see you.
As
Why?
a yeah.
Okay, you were here
Probably
last
won't kill
week.
him.
Yeah.
He'll do a d6 damage. And then you're dead.
Thing, if I kill him,
That was my
if
logic.
I kill him, I'm there.
You're dead anyways.
This might be a TPK, guys.
No, because
Besides Eve.
Well, while you're considering this,
Okay.
Gary's
meanwhile,
just gonna die of old age
Gary
at some
and
point.
Bard, the two of you having been let
Dark
out,
Eye, right?
and Dark Eye.
And we're going to Bernard to get the horse, right?
I mean, I'm following
you. Saw
you.
Bernard and the horses. They were outside the cantina.
Yeah.
It would be right next to where you're maybe trying to take me.
Okay. Yeah, we're
Every
going.
time.
Just can't
We
be
got
resistant, can you?
No, because when I hear that, that's all I associate it with.
So, the three of you, Dark Eye included, arrive outside the town. They let you through the gate, and you see a group of orcs leaving the cantina. Many of them laughing and chuckling. They seem to be carrying a couple figures
Rough.
with them.
Oh, they're kind of far. I can't make them out yet.
They're about 50 feet away from you.
Like, urging you on.
Oh, let's go. I'm following the dog.
Large group of orcs.
Following the dog.
Is Bernard over there?
Yeah, Nav is outside the cantina with the horses. Yep. Now you're close enough. You have dark vision.
Yeah.
All right. Roll me a perception check.
Mod 20.
All right. You see the form of
20.
Orn and Thorik being carried by the orcs. Thorik is carried as if he's drunk between two orcs, his feet not touching the ground, as they swing him lazily back and forth.
Are you swinging him like you would a child?
Yeah, like his arms are on their shoulders, and the orcs almost seem jovial about it. They're just like happily carrying this bloody dwarf. He's got Thorik's face is covered in welts and swollen.
You should see the other guy's face.
He does appear unconscious.
Shoot, see the other guy's hand. Got a hook.
A very, very large orc, shirtless, with covered in tattoos, rings placed into his skin, all over his chest, drags Orn by the scruff of his neck, his feet trailing in the sand behind him.
Oh, hey! Hold on!
The entire procession, about 12 orcs, comes to a halt. Their leader, who's unscrewing his right hand, pulls the blade, plucks the blade off to his belt, puts it into a bag, pulls out a tonged hand and screws that into his right arm.
What's the ancestors?
It's a tong tug.
Oh,
With spatula.
what did you guys find here?
What
Oh.
He almost bows.
Father.
Honored elder.
What are you doing here? Oh, what happened here? I'm just visiting town. You're dragging a dragon and a dwarf. What's happening?
No need to cover yourself with them, Father. They're dragons. This dragon said that I'd lie.
Oh, he says a bunch of he says a bunch of crazy stuff. Unfortunately, I know both of these two.
On them?
Yes, unfortunately, I do know them. Both of them.
You know what need be done with them?
Oh, where are you taking them?
Serve a sail. Their misdeeds.
What? Sail for what? We're going on the ocean. Bring me along with you. I actually need some kraken.
Oh, God.
We go help you slay a kraken, and you set them both free. How about that?
So you see something happen. The other 11 orcs all almost bow a little bit as and the captain turns to and goes,
Mates, the honored elder, Lemio is in touch with them up above, and will soon be with them. He volunteers to take to the seas with us to hunt the kraken.
Right, you have to bring my other companion.
as one of the orcs all raise their fists in the air and cheer.
Right, you have to bring.
Good sail. This may be our last voyage. This may be the voyage when we deliver our honored elder to the death he so righteously deserves.
There's your button.
Dude,
This is great.
Dirko
I'm so
starts to
happy.
smile a little bit, a little smirk. He's like,
In this life
Might be
and
able
the
to break
next.
from this bond.
He wraps you up in a almost half hug. You realize he
I'm gonna counter embrace him back.
he wants to be really rough with you, but he's forcing himself to be gentle.
I'll give him the hardest pat on the back I can.
Don't hurt yourself.
-3. Yeah. 6. Okay.
Your arm breaks.
It's a -3.
He will walk you
That's an
towards.
Wasn't a good one.
He walks you towards the edge of the cliff and points down to the gully below. You can see that there are indeed several orc longboats that have been drawn up on the shore here, and you can see what remains of the body of a kraken. The blood is kind of jellified all over the beach, and it's really, really ugly. You see the orcs have been gutting the tentacles and pulling apart the pieces of its carcass all day long. They've probably been here for days, in fact. You can also see there are a couple wrecked ships that are still sinking.
He didn't need fresh blood, did he?
He didn't specify.
You already killed a kraken.
Come, Mother Orc. Below is my ship, my crew.
And beyond, he points out in the sea, you can see lights out in the bay.
Beyond, our fleet awaits. We hunt the kraken. You with us, we may just find a kraken worthy of destroying our entire fleet.
They are suicidal.
wow,
like
what a bunch of
Wait for your
nutbags.
friend.
And back
All
in the
right.
Citadel. Is the
I have
fog-
weighed my options, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm in a lose-lose. So I'm going to
Lose.
Thunder Wave.
How
What?
do you want to do this?
Why? You were not in a lose-lose. You were.
Alright, so I need to know
I was.
how you're using this spell, because Marrakesh isn't his palanquin next to you.
Right.
The hallway towards the banquet hall, I don't know if you can see, you know that it opens up in a hallway directly in front of you. There's a stairwell directly to your left and a wall to your right and behind you. So how are you angling, without
was-
drawing this out here?
Hoping to get between the palanquin and the wall if there's enough room so that I can Thunderwave will push him over the staircase.
That is entirely possible.
Yep.
Right, that's what I want to do.
Okay, roll your control.
Oh, that is a nat 20. I didn't even need that. That was a nat 20. I didn't even need that.
Okay.
I threw that bless in there, but
No. No. So
Plus a bless.
I'm gonna say,
No.
he's here! And scream for the thunder wave, like I'm being attacked.
okay.
Yo, get off me.
Wow.
Yeah, get off me. I like that.
The building shakes. You see a shockwave of air come into the room in front of you, and several of the guards that hadn't completely made it out of the room are blasted back as a concussive force fills the hallway.
I'm going to
You hear
stand
a
in front of
cry.
the governor to protect him.
You hear someone something that sounds like an elephant being tossed through a meat blender.
Oh my god!
God.
Elephant.
Everyone knows that sound. As it
Yes.
If
every
you've
Tuesday.
watched the Saul movies, you probably have heard it.
Murkesh builds up speed. He doesn't actually impact until he's about halfway down the staircase, due to the trajectory and the force that comes with it.
Yeah.
So he's launched, and you hear his wet smack as he hits halfway down the staircase and then begins to bounce and with an increasingly wet sound with each consecutive smack.
Yes!
Is he bleeding on the staircase?
There's a little bit of blood.
A little bit.
There's also some other liquids.
Oh, he's kissing himself.
Oh, he pooped himself.
All the
He's dead.
liquids.
Fight or
He
flight
comes
instinct
to a
kicked in.
rest at the bottom of the junction of the staircases and does not move. Did that dissipate your mist? Okay.
Does the palisade fall
No,
on
because it
him?
takes wind to dissipate.
Or I end
Let's
it.
see.
Is it a concentration spell?
Also, two of the
Wonder why
acolytes
it
got tossed clear, and they splattered into the second staircase. But Cone, the lateral
Some of
damage.
you may die. That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Did the thing fall? Has it fallen over? Is it going to fall on his body?
What the palanquin?
Yeah.
She blasted him out of the palanquin.
Oh, I was thinking she blasted the entire
Palanquin's
thing,
heavy.
and it's teetering.
You're up.
He's
well,
down
the
in-
palanquin was up on the top of the landing. You're up a palanquin, Melusine.
No, she doesn't.
Add it to the
Oh,
chariot.
no.
I ain't got time. I ain't got time for this palanquin, but I want it. But I ain't got time.
One of the
Bernard,
acolytes.
man.
One of the acolytes said, "I still cannot see anything. What's this happened? Who screamed? Well,
I'm gonna try to
I do not
sneak
feel
past
blessed no
him.
more."
I'm gonna
By the way,
sneak
you're no longer blessed.
around. Oh, okay.
Well, that means none of them are blessed either,
That's
so.
I'm going
Roll a
to.
stealth check with advantage because of the yes.
I'll run. Be scared.
So are you heading down the hallway?
Yes.
Okay. Not towards Murkesh.
19.
Not towards Murkesh.
Right, no, away, because I'm not gonna get this pinned on me.
Okay.
19.
It was 19? Okay. Guards come rushing forward through the mist. One of them runs right into you. Natural 20.
Wow.
And I'm gonna scream, "The assassin!"
And he wraps you up and goes, "God, you're an assassin!"
You're the assassin! You just ran into me! Oh my god,
What?
it's the assassin! Guards! Guards, it's the assassin!
Oh my word. Roll a persuasion check. Performance, your choice.
It was 14. Okay.
Put your bless to that.
I lost it.
He's dead.
Sorry, what am I doing for persuasion?
Boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Persuasion or
17.
performance. Okay. The two guards, one of which rolled a natural 1, come that appear out of the mist, glance at you, and one of them with halberd in hand glances at what must be one of his co-workers and declares, "I shall save you, my lady," and rams his halberd into the other one's face.
I'm gonna sob and thank him and just drape myself on him.
You are
crying.
evil as hell. And we have a character from hell.
What makes you think I'm not evil? I sucked a man dry.
This is worse.
No, it's not. It's
I know.
the same thing.
We agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we will leave off for the evening as Gary welcomes himself aboard the crew of the orcs.
Well, I didn't get on any ship yet.
Well, no, you're about to set sail along with Orn, Thorik, and Bard.
And Dark Eye?
Gary never
Bernard?
agreed.
As Bernard
Bernard.
looks
Hop on the
with
boat, yeah.
consternation.
Bernard is with the horses.
Pirate
So,
dog.
We should all be standing around the horses.
The elf that's holding you, Melusine, didn't even have time to catch his halberd. It's still sliding down the wall along with his former coworker as he gently shushes
Can
you.
I might have to roll for this. Can I get my, like, either use that halberd discreetly or get my little knife that I have in my garter and, like, cut my cheek to make it look like I was attacked? But something shallow so it doesn't scar.
Oh boy.
How sharp are your fingernails?
Alright.
Ooh! I like that. Melusine would have some
He's
decent
not going to be able to
fingernails.
see you. Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Alright, let me roll. I got all excited. Hold on.
Eve, he's like shakily getting him to his feet. Nacha is like shakily getting to his feet. She goes, attack!
10.
Shot. 10? You feel it would be risky to try.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. He groped me. That's the attack. I was like,
Get out. That's your piece.
5.
So, Naja, the governor, shakily gets to his feet, draws his scimitar, which is polished immaculately. It has no sign that it's ever been used in hostility before, and he interposes himself between you and the exit. Stay behind me. Show your safety. Orn, what are you dreaming about?
I thought you said we called it.
I was just closing, letting everyone close out.
Oh. Oh, okay. Nice.
Closing action.
Oh, okay. I thought you just ended it.
15 above, it's going to be something positive, like a nice fairy tale type thing. 49 below, 49 below, something very bad.
Nightmare.
34. So yeah, he's having a pretty decent nightmare. Probably
Reliving the beating.
One gold coin being pulled away at a time.
Remember his finger.
One gold.
Yes. Yes. And every time the coin's pulled away, a part of my finger starts to disappear. Kind of like Thanos.
Yeah.
Snap. It's like it just.
It's my gold meter.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be ending here for the evening.
Oh, we need to do name.
We do.
And
So far, we have 2 names from chat. One is losing to orcs. And that was from Pyro. Pyro also suggested Orn loses ... just the tip.
I'll go number 2.
What was the finger? That's wasn't there a finger one? 5 finger or finger?
5-finger fillet is what the game
5-finger
is called.
fillet is a
That's
pretty
a good
good one as
It's a
well.
decent.
Yeah.